Hello again, everybody. David Clary along with Mark and Shauna Haste here, along with Titus Fetters, John Ulrich, and James Branson here at the Wildcat Arena getting set for Oak Ridge High School basketball. The Wildcats and Lady Wildcats taking on the Powell Panthers in the final district ball game of the 2023-24 season. Two teams are warming up down below. The two teams played all the way back in December. The Lady Wildcat team has changed considerably since that time, and this is a big ball game for Powell. Not so much for Oak Ridge, except for a goal to go undefeated in the district tournament. Let me bring in Mark Haste here to talk more about this ball game tonight. Mark?
Thank you very much, David. Tonight is the final district game for the Lady Wildcats and the Lady Panthers, with Oak Ridge having little to play for, as you said, except for finishing undefeated in the district, while the Lady Panthers have plenty to play for. Oak Ridge has won the district championship and the number one seed at next week's tournament. Powell currently is tied for second place with Carnes in the standings, and with the two split during the regular season, making the head-to-head tiebreaker meaningless. Powell won at Carnes, and Carnes won at Powell. Should the Lady Panthers upset Oak Ridge tonight, or Carnes loses to Campbell County on Friday, Powell would finish second in the district and earn the second place bye at the district tournament. If Carnes defeats Campbell County and Oak Ridge defeats Powell, then Carnes finishes in second place. If Campbell County defeats them, if Campbell County defeats Carnes, then that creates a three-way tie for second place. The other tiebreakers will then settle the logjam. The good news for Oak Ridge fans is we know that we'll be in the region tournament at the time and date, and we also know our opponent at the district tournament. Oak Ridge will play 1 week from tonight at 6 p.m. at Central against the winner of one of the teams to be determined in either Halls or Central. They play each other tonight. Tonight's opponent, Powell, is 13-12 on the season and are coming off a 59-51 win over Halls on Tuesday. Oak Ridge defeated Powell way back in December, 47-45, after trailing by double digits late in the second half. This was before the team added Ayanna Porter, Lindsey Cleveland, and Zayana Stewart to the lineup. Oak Ridge has won 5 straight in the series, which leads 62-18 since it began in 1994. Oak Ridge's next game will be on Saturday when they face the 10-19 Fulton Lady Falcons on Saturday here at Wildcat Arena, and then they will close out the season on Tuesday here at home against Alcoa. Tonight's game with Powell are sponsored by, in part, by the Fox Insurance Group, Jamie Brooks for Anderson County Chancellor, the Oak Ridge Utility District, Washboard, wow, that's hard. Wash and Fold, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic, the Sexton Automotive Group, Tin Bank of Oak Ridge, Main Street Lofts, Laura Lynn Green with State Farm, and Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. We're on prepradio.com and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 1082, and we're also streaming live on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. Dave and I will be back with the tip-off of the Oak Ridge Powell game following this 3-minute timeout.
Main Street Lofts, a premier rental community to do what you do, enjoy life, and thrive in historic Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Enjoy the lifestyle you deserve with amazing amenities and stunning modern features throughout your apartment home. Our community is sure to please. Enjoy the 24-hour cutting-edge fitness center. Take a dip in our sparkling saltwater swimming pool, or cozy up on a chilly night at our fire pit by our grilling stations. Your furry four-legged friends will surely love exercising in our pet park and getting pampered in our pet spa. Schedule a tour of your new home today or visit us 24/7 at themainstreetlofts.com to view our floor plans and amenities. Our website has our current availability, and you can just apply for your new home from our website. It's time to love where you live.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
Washboard Wash and Fold Laundry Service is designed to assist customers providing a cost-effective means to having their clothes cleaned and processed. Our wash and fold attendants strive to meet the trust placed on them using a variety of fabric cleaning products of the customer's choice. Our customers have the choice of same-day wash, dry, and fold, or another date that fits their schedule. The Washboard Wash and Fold drop-off service is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're located at 113 Robertsville Road in Oak Ridge. After hours, the drop-off box is available for the customers who work late or need to be to work before 8 a.m. We offer our services to an array of the Oak Ridge community, working parents, persons working extended hours, and local businesses. We are proud of our service to ORHS and other local schools and associations. If time is not an issue, stop by and use the self-service laundry at Bob's Washboard Laundry at 113 Robertsville Road in Oak Ridge. Call our staff at 865-951-3237 for any questions you may have.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency, Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena, the Lady Wildcats of Oak Ridge. Warming up down below us. We're on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio, tonight. We're on prepradio.com. We're on Oak Ridge Schools television channel 1082. Well, I have the opportunity here in a bit. Mark's been working on something kind of cool. We're hoping it's going to work here in a bit, but while I have the opportunity, I want to remind everybody that the district tournament will begin next week. It'll begin for the ladies, not our ladies, on the 12th. Oak Ridge will not play until the 16th of February, and they'll take on the winner of the number 4 team and number 5 team, which will be playing on Tuesday. Lady Wildcats will be playing at 6 o'clock on Thursday night. The Oak Ridge boys are also in action the following night on Friday, also at 6 o'clock, and that game will be against the number 4 and 5 teams once again. That probably will be Halls or Central. We have no idea right now about the girls' side of things. There's a lot of ball games to be played tonight and on Friday and on Saturday to finish out the standings and the district tournament. It's hard to believe, Mark, though, but we just have, maybe, actually three more regular season ball games, including tonight. And the tournament will have already started when we're playing here against Alcoa on Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, that is really surprising, David, because it just seems like this season has just flown by. I guess the kind of the pause in the season didn't help with the snowstorm because so many games were missed and had to be made up. As I said last time, both snow and wind this year caused some scheduling issues. But we've got a plan to get through all that, and as you said, just 3 more games in the regular season, and we are lucky enough to have the opportunity to host all 3 of them.
Looks like it's going to be a good night for basketball. I see Matthew Queener. He's going to be one of the officials today, along with Porter and the other guy. Looks like, though, 2 out of 3 pretty good officials here, maybe 3 out of 3 tonight. So I think it's going to be a good night. Lady Wildcats have nothing really to prove in the district. They are 9-0, would like to go undefeated. That's one of their goals, and they can do that tonight. And Powell's still playing for something. They would love to be the 2nd seed. It'll take a little help, but they have a possibility. If they can beat Oak Ridge tonight, they could possibly finish 2nd. I don't think that's going to happen. Here in a moment, we're going to go down to the floor, hopefully with the starting lineups and the national anthem. And Mark, hopefully your technical genius will get that to work here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the good news about my technical genius is you get exactly what you pay for, David.
What are you saying? You don't like your salary?
Well, you keep doubling it. That's good.
Yeah.
But that's kind of where it ends right there.
Everybody is getting ready to stand for our national anthem, so we'll take a pause here on prepradio.com and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 1082. And we're also, of course, tonight on prepradio.com. We'll go down to the public address announcer. We're having a little difficulties with that. We'll get started in a moment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oak Ridge High School. We'd ask that all, if you'd please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That's our national anthem here, which is sung by Teresa Seals. Some good, some bad on our new technology. Now let's go down, maybe, to Coach Travis Free, and he's got the starting lineups, or will it be Mark Haste?
I'm not sure it'll be me, David.
Well, we're just moments away from Coach Free. I monitored Channel 15, and Teresa sounded great.
First, the Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats and the Powell Lady Panthers. First, the starting lineup for the Powell Lady Panthers. Number 10, Daisy Gentry. Number 20, Elena Schroeder. Number 25, Meliana Esperita. Number 32, Izzy Wiles. And number 34, Peyton Richmond. The Lady Panthers are coached by head coach John Fisher, assisted by Virgil McKee and Reed Barnes. And now the starting lineup for your Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats. Head guard, junior, number 5, Zayana Stewart. Head guard, junior, number 10, Ayana Porter. Head guard, junior, number 11, Lindsay Cleveland. At a guard, freshman number 12, Yolisha Mitchell. At a forward, number 34, Jenna Johnson. The Lady Wildcats are coached by head coach Paige Taylor, assisted by Todd Wright, Christina Sims, and Micaiah Dowdell.
And so that's your starting lineups here from the Wildcat Arena. The two teams getting set to play. The Lady Wildcats wearing their all-white jerseys with cardinal numerals. The Lady Panthers from Powell High School wearing their predominantly black jerseys, white and orange trim. And we're about to get set. The Lady Wildcats trying to win their 16th game of the year. Powell trying to win their 14th game of the year. It's got a very young, as you heard Coach Travis Free, head baseball coach at Oak Ridge, announce the starting lineups. Most of those were freshmen that are starting here tonight. As Jenna Johnson's about to step to the circle, and she will be jumping. Matthew Queener's got the ball in hand, ball controlled by Oak Ridge, and we are underway here at the Wildcat Arena. With the basketball will come Oak Ridge. They work the ball down low to Zayana Stewart. Turns, spins, shoots. No good. Can't get the rebound. Pulled away by Richmond. Here come the Lady Panthers down the floor. With the basketball will come Esperita. She works the ball to the left side, guarded there by Jenna Johnson. The 5-second count was on. She gets rid of the basketball, moves the ball to the right corner. Over it goes once again to Izzy Wiles. Wiles top of the circle, back to Esperado. She works the ball top of the key for a 3 on the left wing. It's up. That's an air ball, no good. Missed by the senior, Elena Schroeder. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball coming down the floor. Just underway here. There is a crowd here. Probably can't hear them too loud, but they are here. 7:20 to play here in the first quarter. 0-0 our score. With the basketball will come Ayana Porter. Ayana dribbles to the left, stops on the right elbow, goes back door to Yulisha Mitchell for the shot, no good. I was watching them warm up before the ball game, and I didn't think we really looked too sharp shooting the ball. As the Lady Panthers move the ball along the baseline, cut up there by Zayana Stewart, she just runs out of bounds. I think they're going to say she was just kind of forced out of bounds by the Lady Wildcats, and it'll be Powell basketball. They'll get the basketball underneath the goal. Student section starting to arrive here as the Panthers move the ball. And the deflection, nearly a steal by Oak Ridge. Saved away on the floor. Zayana Stewart steals it and has the ball taken out of her hands. Then it's going to be a jump ball. The alternate possession arrow will give the ball to Powell. We've played about a minute and 15 seconds, and we have had no score to this point. Lady Panther basketball, Izzy Wiles, freshman player, works the ball in. Powell coached by John Fisher, assisted by Virgil McKee, along with Reed Barnes. Here's the trap set at the midcourt line. They're going backwards with it. They haven't got the ball across the line. 10 seconds count was on, then they throw the ball away. Oak Ridge with the basketball, coached by Paige Redmond in her 8th year as the head coach of the Lady Wildcats, maybe her 9th year as the head coach. Todd Wright is the assistant coach. Christina Sims. Oak Ridge thought about shooting a 3. They're going to drive in, then lose the ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Powell Panthers. Mark, a kind of slow start for both teams.
Yeah, it is. Lady Wildcats have kind of suffered from that early in the season, but they haven't had that issue here late. But tonight they kind of took a little step backwards.
Here comes the 3-point shot. It's up, no good. Long rebound to the Lady Panthers, and then a foul is going to be called, I believe, against Zayana Stewart, and I believe that'll be her first foul. Yeah, here recently, Campbell County ball game on Friday. I think they were trailing 11-10 in the first quarter, but then just kind of blew them out after that. I noticed they have changed their strategy a little bit on their warm-ups. Here's the trap at the midcourt. They get the ball across the line. Neither team has scored here. just underway, and the ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats will take on Fulton on Saturday in a non-district ball game. And then on Tuesday, senior night, Lady Wildcats take on the Lady Tornadoes of Alcoa. Not quite as good as the Alcoa teams we've seen the last couple of years as they work the ball for a spinning one-handed shot. It's up no good. Rebounded by Jenna Johnson. Here come the Lady Wildcats pushing it up the floor. The freshman Ulisha Mitchell waits, gives it out to Ayana Porter. Lady Wildcats and Lady Panthers, no score here. 5:45 to play. Very low scoring start to this game. Good defense by the Lady Panthers. Here's Ayana driving all the way to the hole. No good. Ayana can't get the shot to fall, and that's kind of shocking. She's just about everything she's put up recently has fallen for her, especially at the three-point line. Incredible stat for her as Powell works the ball left corner. Mark, as Ayana is shooting, they get the ball underneath and they throw the ball down low for the shot, which is no good. So we've almost played 3 minutes and we have no score in the ball game. Here comes Ayana. What I was going to say, Ayana is shooting 63% from three-point range.
Boy, that is incredible, David. I mean, you cut that in half, and that's a good stat for three-point shooting. So 63, that's definitely the highest I've ever heard of.
Yeah, as the Lady Wildcats drive in for a shot, it's a good move. Got to finish the shot. Ulisha missed it. We are still scoreless here. It's not a great start here. Lady Wildcats. It's kind of funny. Sometimes I think they play better when they're on the road. There's a shot. Another one missed. Another rebound by Jenna Johnson. Lady Wildcats push it up the floor. This is a layup opportunity. And she missed it. Rebounded by Lindsay Cleveland. And the Lady Wildcats kick it out to Ayana Porter. We need Ayana to start the scoring.
Here we go.
And she does. Ayana Porter gets the first 2 points of the ball game. Wow, Lady Wildcats, a little lack of focus here, perhaps, here in this game that's kind of meaningless, except for it's against the Powell Lady Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if you gave the team the pregame speech to letting them know that this game was meaningless or not, but that's kind of how they're playing so far.
Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Powell scores to tie it. 2-2 the score. 4 minutes to play. We're halfway through. Here's Ayana driving the baseline once again, kicking it in the corner. Lady Wildcats for three. On its way, no good. Nobody under the goal to rebound there. And here comes the Panthers, and they throw the ball down low. They get a shot up. No good. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor once again. Didn't have the numbers. I'll give Powell a lot of credit. Here's Ayana. Long three. Oh, boy. That's what she's been doing all year. She hits that one from NBA range.
Oh, that's a great shot, David. You're exactly right. She was probably 5 feet behind the three-point line and just nailed it. It's number 10 for Powell. She takes a three-pointer. No good. Rebounded, knocked around, corralled by Oak Ridge.
Here comes Ayana Porter. Had the ball ripped out of her hands. 5-2 the score. Ayana has hit 51 three-pointers since Christmas, which is just in itself incredible as Oak Ridge works the ball down the floor. Let's see what Zayana can do. She drives in for the shot. Good. Zayana Stewart off the glass, and the Lady Wildcats lead now is 7-4 with 2 minutes and 59 seconds to play in the first quarter. Here come the Lady Panthers, moving right to left. If you're listening to us, they've got the ball top of the circle to Izzy Wiles. Free throw line jumper is good. Lady Wildcat defense suffering a little bit here. They've allowed a lot of middle penetration. The basket was good. And then another foul call against Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge is struggling defensively right now as Oak Ridge will substitute. Looks like Zayana Stewart's coming out of the ball game. Lady Wildcats will get Janaea Pippins in the game for her. 7-6 to score, 2:49 to play here in the first quarter. Oak Ridge and Powell. A great rivalry over the years. That free throw is missed badly. Rebounded by Ayana Porter. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. With it will come Jenna Johnson across the line.
Nice.
Lindsay Cleveland inside to Janaea for the shot. Good. Great ball movement that time by the Lady Wildcats. Janaea has her first 2 points.
Yeah, I mean, just coming right off the bench, David, and getting the 2 points very quickly. Very impressive. That was a great, as you said, a great pass to Janaea, who was in a perfect position under the basket.
I interviewed Janaea on the TV show last night, and she was very, very poised, very calm for a freshman for sure. And I was really impressed with her last night, and I was impressed with that play just there. Here's Lindsay Cleveland trying to drive in. There's Ayana. Ayana drives to the free throw line, slings it out to the corner to Cleveland, back to Ayana. They're trying to screen her to get her free. Free throw shooter knocks that first one down, though, and the Lady Wildcats are up 10-6.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, David, I think she said, "I'll show you."
That's fine. Second toss up, good. Look good on both of those. 11-6 the score, 2:12 to play first quarter. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Coach John Fisher yelling out plays to his very young Powell team. They work the ball across the line. Lindsey Cleveland on the deflection. Powell saves it, though, and they'll set up their offense. Good defense by Jenna. They throw the ball down low and get a shot up, blocked by Lindsey. Lindsey Cleveland pushes it up the floor to Ulisha Mitchell for the layup. Good. Lady Wildcats, they love that fast break, and Coach Fisher has seen it up, and he calls a timeout. 1:50 to play first quarter, 13-6 Lady Wildcats. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in 30 seconds.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
David Clary back here along with Mark Hayes, along with Titus Fetters, John Ulrich. We also have James Branson with us as well. Lady Wildcats on a little bit of a run here. Lady Wildcats have scored 6 straight points to take a 13-6 lead. Here comes the Panthers down the floor. That shot is blocked by Jenna, saved on the rebound by Oak Ridge. Coming out of there will come the freshman. That's Ulisha Mitchell out to the left side, turning, spinning. Here comes a shot. Good. Really pretty shot from the outside. And the Lady Wildcats are up 15-6.
Yeah, Ulisha got another 2 points. She now has 4 after missing her first 3 shots, which is really not typical.
Here come the Panthers down the floor, moving the ball across the line, dribbling in. Number 32 with the basketball, that's Izzy Wiles. She's a freshman. Got it out high by our freshman. They get a shot up, rolls off the rim, no good. Another board by Jenna Johnson. Looks like it's going to be another one of those 20-plus rebound nights for Jenna, the way this one started. Let's see if she can score on this play. She does. Jenna Johnson puts it in. The Lady Wildcats, all of a sudden, when it was 0-0, we had played almost 4 minutes. And now it's 17-6 with the Lady Wildcats in the lead, and Powell throws the ball away. Once the engine gets going, it goes. And the Lady Wildcats have built up a 17-6 lead.
I noticed earlier, David, Powell's got a really what I would consider a short bench. Only 4 players can be on the bench at one time, and they just substituted all 4 in that were not in the game, David.
Here comes Ayanna Porter with the basketball. Then good defense there by one of the Lady Panthers. Oak Ridge sets it up. 24 seconds to play first quarter. 17-6 Lady Wildcats in the lead. Boy, Lady Wildcats had Janaea early. Ayanna couldn't see her. She sees the rim instead. Misses the shot. Jenna's got the rebound. Needs some help. Has the ball knocked out of bounds by Powell. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball with the 11.1 second to play in the first quarter. And it'll be Oak Ridge to work the ball in. To do the honors will be Janaea Pippins. She is a freshman. Ulisha Mitchell, a freshman in the right corner. Oak Ridge waiting for somebody to clear. It's going to be Jenna, a little 5-footer, rolls off the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers with 6, with 5, with 4, with 3, with 2. They drive in, get a shot up, no good, as the first quarter comes to a close. We have played 1 quarter of basketball here at the Wildcat Arena. Lady Wildcats on top, 17-6. We'll be back to Oak Ridge in 60 seconds.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
David Clary back here along with Mark Hayes. We're also joined by James Branson, along with John Ulrich, Titus Fetters, and the Wildcats in the lead 17-6 as we start play in the first quarter. It was 0-0 until the 4:20 mark of the first quarter. Lady Wildcats in the final 3 minutes and 40 seconds scored 17 points. Here's Oak Ridge down the floor, starting play here in the second quarter. Lindsey Cleveland drives in, kicks the ball to Jenna, left side for the shot. Good. Jenna's got her stroke going, and the Lady Wildcats are on top 19-6.
Yeah, Jenna now with 6 points. And she started off, nice trap there on the side right before the mid-court, David, as they call a travel, or actually a palming on the Lady Panthers of Powell. But great defense right there by the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, as I look at the roster here, you talked about the numbers they have. I look at the youth of this team. As Oak Ridge goes back door to Zayana. Zayana's shot is up, no good. Tipped and taken away by Powell. I look not only at the numbers, but the class. They've got right now 5 of their 9 players. 5 of their 9 players are freshmen. They've got 2 sophomores, 1 senior. There's nobody in the junior classes. Oak Ridge gets a steal. Here comes Oak Ridge. Ayana Porter coming out of there with it. Good teamwork there by the Lady Wildcats. Ayana goes down low, finds Ulisha free to Jenna. Jenna dribbles past her defenders, goes in for the shot. No good. Battles and grabs her own rebound and is tied up. The alternate possession arrow will give the ball to the Lady Panthers. What I was going to say about that, they don't seem to have, although they're young and obviously they're talented, they don't seem to have like the Trum sisters, if you remember them.
Oh, they are very difficult to forget, David.
Yeah, most definitely. The good players for them played ball, had maybe a little bit of an attitude, but sometimes you need that in sports as Powell throws the ball away. Crowd is forming here. This is a makeup ball game from, back in the snow. And Lady Wildcats are in the lead 19-6, trying to go 10-0 in District 3 play. Ayana Porter stops, picks up her dribble, no place to go. Works the ball right side to Janea. Janea works the ball to Lindsey Cleveland to Ayana. She wanted to shoot a 3. She drives in for the shot. Good. Off the glass goes Ayana Porter. Ayana came in with 812 points. She came in with 106 career three-pointers. She now has 107. As the Lady Panthers bring the ball down the floor. Since the 4-minute mark, as Oak Ridge gets a steal. Great play by Jenna Johnson. Ayana's bringing the ball down the floor. Ayana right elbow shot is up. A little strong, no good. Hustles for on rebound. That's what I love about Ayana Porter. She missed that shot, but who was there to get the rebound? Although she couldn't save it, it was number 10, Ayana.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's just like the Energizer Bunny down there, David. She's just all over the place. And that's really what you want to see, with your team. I'm sure that Coach Taylor's very happy to have Ayana back this season.
Here come the Lady Panthers down the floor. They work the ball in, try to shoot over Jenna, and shot is short. And the Lady Wildcats have the rebound. That's Ayana Porter. Pushes it down the floor to Ulisha Mitchell. Last time we played, here's Ayana for 3 again. Good.
Same spot.
Shot. I told you, she was 63% coming into this game, and she nails another one.
Yeah, she's 66% tonight, David.
And here comes another whistle. And think back to the December ball game. Mark, do you remember that ball game? It was one of our first ball games we did. I think you were there. If you remember, we were behind by 17 points at one point in that game and came back and rallied to win in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, early on, that was back when Oak Ridge, the Lady Wildcats were traditionally having a slow start. And they just dug themselves a hole very early in that game and then just slowly whittled it away and won basically on a last-second shot type situation.
Yeah, if you remember that game, well, obviously, as Powell finally gets a better shot away, it's up, no good, rebounded by Jenna. If you remember, Lady Wildcats drive in for a shot, good. Lady Wildcats rolling up numbers now. That's Janea Pippins off the glass, and Oak Ridge has a 20-point lead. They're a little slow to get the engine going, but they've got it going now as they get another shot up, no good. They get the rebound up, no good. Rebound by Powell, back up for the 3rd time, good. They finally score, breaking a drought. They had not scored, Mark, since the 2:53 mark of the first quarter.
Wow, what great defense by the Lady Wildcats.
Do they credit that bucket to them? It's not up on the scoreboard.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Well, she made it.
It should be 26-8 right now. The scoreboard, as I look up at it, it says 26-6. But a timeout is asked for. Mark, as I mentioned, the district tournament begins for the Lady Wildcats on Thursday, February the 15th. They'll play at 6 o'clock against the winner of the number 4 and number 5 teams, yet to be determined, with games tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday still left in the district. The boys will play on Friday also at 6 o'clock, and they'll play against the winner of the 4 and 5 team as well. And that's probably going to be either between Halls. Kind of fell kind of awkwardly on that knee. Let's hope she's okay. Lady Wildcats shoot a 3 from the left corner. It's up. It's no good. Tracked down by Oak Ridge, then pulled down by, let's see, Oak Ridge comes out of there with it. It's going to be Zayana Stewart can't track it down before it goes out of bounds. Yeah, that's the one thing that kind of scares me about Jenna. She came down really awkwardly on that knee, and I believe she's going to have to come out of the ball game.
Must be something about Powell, because I remember she that was her first game back, if I remember, at the beginning of the season, David, and she seemed quite timid with her knee back then.
And it was Powell. It was the Powell game where she got it injured.
Right.
As well.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So let's see if Brian will work on her and get her back in the ball game as soon as he possibly can. As the Lady Wildcats lead at 26-8, 3:49 to play second quarter. Boys game will follow. Powell playing for second place. They've got to get a little help as well as the Lady Wildcats bring the ball down the floor. With the basketball will come Oak Ridge. Here comes Janaea along the baseline, swings the ball to the left corner, pass just a little bit too high, almost over the top of our camera guy, John Ulrich, who is down there in that corner. As the Lady Wildcats bring the ball down the floor, 26-8 the score. The Powell Lady Panthers bring the ball down the floor, wearing their black jerseys with white and orange. They've yet to get the ball across the line. They're taking forever. It's got to be 10 seconds. Man, that had to be 10 seconds. That had to be 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 10 to 12.
Yeah, here comes Powell with a shot. No good. Rebounded Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats, Ayana Porter with it coming down the floor. Spins across the line. Can't control her balance and goes down. Pulled away by Anna White of the Lady Panthers. Getting a little bit sloppy all of a sudden here. With the basketball, Izzy Wiles picked up by Ayana. She almost picked up her pivot foot there. Holds it, gives it over to White. White holds it with 2:58 to play in the first half. 26-8 the score. Here comes a long three. And it's up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. Here's Ayana driving left, kicking it out into the corner, and Lady Wildcats turn the ball over again. Oak Ridge kind of getting along the baseline. They're trying to get the ball to the corner there, but they've had a couple of errant passes, and Powell will bring the ball down the floor. 2:40 to play second quarter. Here comes a three. Good. Three-point shot. Lady Wildcats get their act back together. They lead by 15, 26-11. And I see Jenna has moved away from Brian and is talking to Coach Taylor, and looks like she's about to come back in the ball game. Oak Ridge basketball, Ayana Porter. They get it in the corner this time. Dribbling with it to the free throw line, all the way to the hole. Shot is up, rims out, no good. The Wildcats have got to do a better job on the glass. We're been smashed on the glass as they work the ball down low to number 32, Izzy Wiles. Got to get some rebounding. As they launch another three, they miss it. Rebound this time to Oak Ridge. Ayana Porter's got yet another rebound. She has several here in the first half. Here's Ayana. She thought about shooting a three. Won't do it. Ayana dribbles in. Free throw line jumper. Just kind of threw it up there. Not her typical shot, and it's missed. Rebounded by Powell. Anna White with the basketball. They haven't scored in a while. 26-11 the score. Lady Wildcats have not scored since the 3:57 mark. There's a foul and a bucket, and another foul I think is going to be called against Ayana Stewart. Lady Wildcats have gone to a little bit of a drought here.
Yeah, they have. As Zayana Stewart picks up her second foul, David, the shot went in, and so it counts. So a possibility of a three-point play here for Krista Madison.
26-14 the score, and Lady Wildcat head coach Paige Taylor is going to call a timeout. We'll take it ourselves. Lady Wildcats by 12, 26-14. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Main Street Lofts, a premier rental community in the heart of historic Oak Ridge, Tennessee, offering 1, 2, and 3-bedroom newly built apartment homes. Enjoy the 24-hour modern fitness center. Take a dip in our sparkling saltwater swimming pool, or cozy up on a chilly night at our fire pit by our grilling area. We offer amenity space for everyone. Your furry four-legged friends will surely love exercising in our pet park and getting pampered in our pet spa. Schedule a tour of your new home today or visit us 24/7 at themainstreetlofts.com to view our floor plans and amenities. Our website has our current availability, and you can just apply for your new home from our website. Call today to schedule a tour of your new home. Let's redefine your apartment living experience.
Welcome back once again. Lady Wildcats with the basketball up by 12, 26-14 over Powell. Ayanna Porter dribbles in, no place to go. Lady Wildcats have Zayana Stewart the ball game. They have Ulisha Mitchell. Here comes Zayana driving in. Shot is no good. They're going to call a blocking foul against Powell, and that'll send Zayana to the free throw line, who is a 75% free throw shooter on the year. I don't believe Zay has scored to this point in the ball game.
She has. She has 4 points, David. This will be her first attempt from the free throw line.
Thank you very much. You know my memory. Don't tell Coach Gaddis. Free throw is good.
I saw. Speaking of your memory, I saw the former athletic director Jim Helton the other night.
Tosses up, and it's good. Who? 28-14 the score? That's a joke. It's an inside joke between myself and Coach Gaddis and Mr. Helton, and obviously I told Mark as well. 28-14 the score, 1:11 to play second quarter. Here come the Lady Panthers across the line. They got the ball at the midcourt circle. That's number 32, Izzy Wiles. She throws a bullet pass. Nice hands there by Matthew Queener, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball coming back the other way. 1:02 to play. We're in the second quarter. 28-14, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. Oak Ridge basketball. Lindsey Cleveland for three. No good. Struggling a little bit from the perimeter. Had a really good stretch of time as Oak Ridge gets a steal. That's Lindsey with it. She works the ball to the left side. Lady Wildcats Zayana for three. It's on its way. No good. Wow. Ulisha Mitchell comes down with the rebound, but she's going to be tied up the alternate possession arrow to Oak Ridge. All of a sudden, we don't look like we want to be there as our shots have been missing badly.
Yeah, but our defense is really causing them problems. I mean, we haven't gotten a 10-second call yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get one as Zayana puts up a shot. She now with 6 points in the ball game, David.
Yeah, somehow Zayana can get those things to fall in. She just kind of threw it up there, and it goes, and it's 30-14, back to a 16-point advantage for the Lady Wildcats. 23 seconds to play in the second quarter. District 3 tournament will begin for the other teams. Oh, nice board there by number 34, Peyton Richmond, and she scores. It's 30-16 the score. Lady Wildcats come down the floor, miss the shot. Powell has the rebound. The rest of the district, besides the number 1 and number 2 seeds, will begin on Tuesday. Powell's got to get a shot off. They're not going to. Well, they'll count this one. If it goes, it does not. And we have quickly gotten to halftime with the Lady Wildcats leading, as they did call a foul. They are going to call a foul, and that is not my favorite official who makes that call. It is a personal foul. I think the time was about to expire. They don't usually call that, but it'll be Powell going to the free throw line. They say 0.3 seconds to play, and they'll shoot two here. Their first one is up, good. Back to the free throw line, Powell, good. And that'll end the first half. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 30-18. That is our halftime scores. Kind of a great little push in the first quarter, and then the early stages of the second quarter. But the end of the second quarter, the Lady Wildcats kind of fell flat a little bit, but they do lead it by 12, 30-18 at the half. Mark, your thoughts?
I thought it was a slow start for the Lady Wildcats. Haven't said that in a while, but after that, I mean, they really kicked it up. I really like seeing the defense that the Lady Wildcats are playing, really causing Powell to be uncomfortable out there, which leads to turnovers, which the Lady Wildcats haven't done a great job of taking advantage of. But the defense is there, and I like all the movement on the Lady Wildcats offense.
Let's go down to the floor, see if we can pick up some of this middle school ceremony.
And also the Robertsville Ram boys and girls basketball teams and cheerleaders. We would like to recognize these athletes and their coaches as they just finished their 2023-24 season. Joining them on the court are their coaches. From Jefferson, Jacob Nicely and his Eagles completed the season and placed 4th in the district. The Lady Eagles finished 4th in the district for both regular and district tournaments. They are coached by head coach Katie Bowling and assisted by Carrie Chartrand. Cheering them on each week are the JMS cheerleaders along with their coaches Kylie Mills and Lauren Eastep. Let's give these Eagles a round of applause.
Now we're about to have the introduction of the Robertsville Rams.
And from the west end of Oak Ridge are the Robertsville Rams. The boys finished the season with an 11-9 record and finished 2nd in the district during regular season. Their head coach is John Spratling and his assistant, Chris Williams. The Lady Rams are coached by head coach David Scott and assisted by Robert Luttrell and Chris Williams. Cheering them on this year are the Robertsville cheerleaders and their coach, Brittany Carter. The Lady Rams finished 1st in the district and it's not on here. I'm having to ad-lib it. Made it to the semifinals, 1 game from the state tournament. Let's give these future Wildcats a round of applause as we anticipate seeing them on the court here at the Wildcat Arena in the coming years.
They say that being a coach's wife is hard, but Laura Lynn Green, wife of Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green, and a local State Farm insurance agent, makes buying insurance easy for you. Auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, health, and much more. Laura Lynn Green's office is located at 136 Marquette Road in Oak Ridge. Give her a call today at 483-5666 or say hello to her courtside at any Oak Ridge High School basketball game. She might be a coach's wife, but she was a Wildcat fan first. For State Farm Insurance, call Laura Lynn Green in Oak Ridge.
ORUD Natural Gas is proud to offer our customers a product that saves money, provides consistent service, and is a clean energy source. You can save over $1,000 on your annual utility bills when you make the switch to natural gas for heating, cooking, and clothes drying. ORUD is your one-stop shop. We sell and install gas appliances for our customers and make it easy to add your bill with our 0% interest financing. Learn more about how much you can save at ORUD.org.
Looking for a new place to call home? Main Street Lofts in Oak Ridge, Tennessee has you covered. Offering newly built 1, 2, and 3-bedroom apartments, Main Street Lofts is a top-tier place to call home. Within walking distance of shops, restaurants, and entertainment, our community is convenience at its finest. Enjoy the 24-hour state-of-the-art fitness center, take a dip in our sparkling saltwater swimming pool, or make that perfect steak at our grilling station, and then relax by our fire pit with friends and neighbors. Your furry, four-legged friends will surely love exercising in our pet park and getting pampered in our pet spa. Give us a call today to schedule a tour of your new home or visit our website at themainstreetlofts.com to check out our availability and apply for your new home. It's time to live the lifestyle you deserve.
Washboard Wash and Fold Laundry Service in Oak Ridge is not your typical laundromat. Drop off your dirty laundry today and see for yourself. You'll have the freshest, cleanest hung and folded laundry around. You need delivery? We can do that for you. Washboard Wash and Fold is also a trusted partner for all your commercial laundry needs. Here at Washboard Wash and Fold Laundry, we are proud of being voted the best in Anderson County. Located at 113 Robertsville Road, just a stone throw from Oak Ridge High School. Hey, don't wait until you're down to your last clean item. Drop them off today.
For personal, professional, and affordable accounting services, call Tracy Larrabee, CPA. Tracy's a 1978 graduate of Oak Ridge High School and can help with business, individual, estate, interest, tax accounting services, payroll processes for businesses, small business bookkeeping, tax planning, plus management advocacy services. Call Tracy Larrabee, CPA, 425-7736, or stop by 683 Emory Valley Road, Suite B. Tracy Larrabee, CPA.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena here. 4:08 to play before we start play in the second half. Mark, you've got the final statistics of the first half. Lady Wildcats on top 30-18.
Thank you very much, David. Sorry about that. My mic was off, but leading scorer for Lady Wildcats, Ayanna Porter. She has 8 points. 3 of 7 from the field with 6 points was Jenna Johnson. 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Also with 6 points, Zayana Stewart. She's 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points by Ulisha Mitchell. She's 2 of 8 from the field. 4 points also by Janiyah Pippins. She's 2 of 3 from the field. As a team, Lady Wildcats were 12 of 32 from the field. They're 10 of 24 in twos, 2 of 8 in threes, and perfect from the line, they're 4 of 4. Now looking at the Lady Panthers, they're led in scoring by number 20, Elena Schroeder. She has 7. She's 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line with 6 points is their post player, Peyton Richmond. She's 3 of 7 from the field. 3 points added by Krista Madison off the bench. 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, and 2 points for Izzy Wiles. She's 2 of 4 from the field and 0 of 1 from the free throw line. As a team, the Lady Panthers are 7 of 27 from the field, 6 of 21 in twos, 1 of 6 in threes, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Lady Wildcats led at the end of the first quarter, 17-6, took a big lead, and then edged out the Lady Panthers in the second quarter, outscoring them 13-12, and that's how we get to our halftime score. Lady Wildcats on top of the Lady Panthers by a score of 30-18. David?
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Let's take a break here once again. Lady Wildcats are in the lead. They'll be playing at the district tournament starting on Thursday, but we've got basketball for you on Saturday as the Wildcats and Lady Wildcats have their annual ball game against the Fulton Falcons. That'll be at the Wildcat Arena. Then on Tuesday, it'll be senior night. The seniors will be represented on the floor. There's no seniors on the Lady Wildcats, but the guys' seniors will be announced, and they include Brandon Hayward, Price Davis, along with Brendan Scott, and I believe Caden Brightheart rounds out the senior class. We're about a minute away from basketball. Lady Wildcats on top 30-18. We'll be back for the second half in a moment.
ORUD Natural Gas is proud to offer our customers a product that saves money, provides consistent service, and is a clean energy source. You can save over $1,000 on your annual utility bills when you make the switch to natural gas for heating, cooking, and clothes drying. ORUD is your one-stop shop. We sell and install gas appliances for our customers and make it easy to add your bill with our 0% interest financing. Learn more about how much you can save at ORUD.org.
KOC Oak Ridge, your hometown choice for the orthopedic care you need. We're located right next to Methodist Medical Center on Vermont Avenue. Whether you've suffered a recent injury or have ongoing muscle and joint issues, we want to get you back to living the life you love. KOC Oak Ridge is honored to treat local student athletes, their families, and their fans. Give us a call today at 865-481-2541 or schedule your appointment online through our website with just a few clicks.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena here. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 30-18. Second half just underway. The Lady Wildcats come out with Jenna Johnson, Ayanna Porter, along with Janaea Pippins, and let's see, looks like Lindsey Cleveland as well. That's the original starting five. For the basketball will come Powell underneath the basketball. Here's a steal by Ayanna Porter. Ayanna brings the ball quickly down the floor, right down the center, pulls up and shoots, and the shot is good by Ayanna. The Lady Wildcats lead it by a score of 32-18. I did the math on your stats there, and I apologize, Mark, if I didn't get everybody's numbers right, but I added up to 28 points besides the 30. So I guess, you know me, I don't write things down real well, but the Lady Wildcats do have the lead 32-18. Ball saved by Ulisha Mitchell.
Nice
she drives
pass.
in. Nice pass. It was great pass. Ayanna Porter scores, but a beautiful pass by Ulisha Mitchell.
Yeah, Ayanna Porter now with 12 points in the ball game, David. As I can, I'll calculate up and see where you apparently went wrong.
Here's another steal by guess who? Ayanna Porter. Ayanna's just all over. Here's Jenna Johnson driving in for the shot. Good. Jenna scores. And, you know, just mentally, thinking back to last year against this Powell team, it was at Powell. You got to feel that in the back of her mind, she remembers that for sure.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, you know, any competitor. Nice play that time by number 20, Schroeder, for the Lady Panthers as she goes under the basket and puts it up one-handed. Lady Wildcats work the ball inside, try to get it to Ayanna Porter, but taken away by Powell. But, any competitor remembers when they did not perform to the level that they want to, and they want to kind of get another shot at it.
16-point lead for the Lady Wildcats, 3 minutes, 15 seconds to play. Kind of a quiet crowd on hand here at the Wildcat Arena, sitting back and watching this game. We'll have a big, probably very loud, big crowd coming up on Saturday when the Wildcats take on Fulton. We've seen some of the biggest crowds in this arena ever in the Fulton ball game as Oak Ridge once again almost turns the ball over away. Just a pass back to Ayanna herself. So Ayanna goes in the paint, pulls up and shoots. A little bit too strong. Ball knocked out of bounds by Powell. 5:51 to play. I remember that one ball game when T and the guys were playing, and Fulton came over here, and Oak Ridge beat them by 50. This place, they had to close the doors because of the fire marshal. There were so many people in the gym.
Yeah, I've never seen that many people, David. I mean, they were like 5 to 7 deep up around the gym. I mean, there were, I'm sure there were plenty of people who could not physically see the court. But I remember we just jumped out on them and, talk about putting your heel on their throats. That's exactly what we did that year.
And Fulton that season won the state championship in their classification as Lindsey Cleveland goes to the free throw line, and at least that's Lindsey, and her first shot is good. 37-20, 17-point lead for the Lady Wildcats. Lindsey, a 60% free throw shooter, knocks them both down, and Oak Ridge's lead is 18 over Powell. 5:45 to play, third quarter. That game will be Saturday, the unscheduled ball game. Oh, great play again by Lindsey Cleveland. She just steals it. That's what Lindsey does. She can play some defense. That's one thing. Since she's come back, she hasn't scored a whole lot of points. There's a nice drive by Zayana Stewart, but she is fouled. She hadn't scored a lot of points, Lindsey. Still pretty rusty with her shot, but as they say, defense doesn't go into slumps, and she plays so hard all the time, and she brings that to the table, and as long as she continues to do that, Lady Wildcats will be fine.
Yeah, I mean, they're very dependent on her play, and it's just so inspirational for all the other players. As I guess the entire bench for Powell comes into the game, and 4 players exit.
Mark, we haven't talked much about the Clinton situation from last Tuesday. Would you like to address that in a moment?
I'll be glad to offer my personal position on it. Yeah. Did she make both free throws, or?
She did. Lady Wildcats are up 20 now, 40-20 the score. Here's a steal by Ayanna. Ayanna Porter dribbles in, nice pass, but she elected not to shoot. Cross court goes out to the top of the key, driving with it. Oak Ridge Ayanna to Ayanna for 3. Good. 3-point shot. The lady does not miss, Mark Haste.
No, she doesn't. She's just, so incredible from 3-point land. She's 3 of 4 tonight on threes.
I have never heard of anybody shooting over 60% on the season from 3-point range. And it isn't like she only has 5 shots. She has, had 50 coming into this ball game. She's just been incredible.
Yeah, I was
just
thinking.
know when she.
I was just going to say, typically when somebody shoots that high, they've only got 3 shots on the season, and they made 2 of them. But that's just not the case with Ayana.
Here comes Lindsay with the basketball, dribbling in, stops, gives it off to Zayana, then she is fouled. Personal foul is going to be called against the Lady Panthers. I think that's Carmani Thinner who commits the personal foul. Be Oak Ridge basketball. 4:38 to play third quarter, 43-20. Lady Wildcats in the lead. The boys game will follow. Hope you'll stay tuned for that. Powell comes in with this really, really impressive mark on the year. Powell comes in at 21-4. The Lady Wildcats turned the ball over there, tried to force it inside. Here come the Lady Panthers down the floor. Dribbling in number 20, that's Schroeder, the senior. She lost the ball. Zay steals it. Zay pushes it up to Ayana. Ayana drives in. Her shot is blocked. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball, though, underneath the goal. So Saturday it's Fulton, then senior night on Tuesday. Then we start district tournament play Thursday and Friday with the Lady Wildcats and guys both playing at 6 o'clock at Central High School. As the Lady Wildcats working into Zayana, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Oak Ridge. We have secured funding for streaming the 2 girls games that'll be played at the district tournament. And we have almost secured funding for the 2 boys games that'll be played at the district tournament. So we will be able to stream. We'll also do a little radio. There's a backcourt violation against Powell. And the Lady Wildcats have the lead by 23 points. A big difference, huge difference between this ball game and the game we played at Powell.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the slow start did not last near as long tonight as it did back in Powell, David.
Oak Ridge basketball, Ulisha's free for a 3. It's on its way, no good. Rebound for a moment, saved away by Zayana Stewart. They're going to say it is going to be Lady Wildcat basketball. 3:39 to play third quarter, 43-20. Lady Wildcats in the lead by 23. Here's another 3. Oh, boy. There goes the percentage mark. She just missed a 3. Then the Lady Wildcats, I believe, commit a personal foul. That might be Zay's 3rd.
Yes, it is. You say that her percentage has dropped. It is now it's down to 60% tonight. She's 3 of 5.
Diana's going to come out of the game. She has struggled a bit the last 2 ball games. You can see the frustration. She's not used to struggling. Zay usually does everything very well. As they get a shot up, good. And they're going to count the bucket, and they'll have an opportunity for 3-point play. When she comes out of the game, the aggressive physical play sometimes. And what I noticed, actually, Mark, and I meant to say this, but we went to the Robertsville Jefferson ceremony down on the floor. What I was going to say, when the Lady Wildcats had that little bit of a lull, is when Jenna was out of the ball game. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did not notice that, but it does make sense. I was hoping, if she was hurt, we had a big lead that she could actually take some time off and that we may not need her as much tonight as her shot is up. No good. Nice rebound by Lindsay Cleveland. Shot up. No good.
Here come the Lady Panthers down the floor. Oak Ridge by 20. 43-23 the score. Here's a steal by Oak Ridge. Freshman's got it, and she gives it over to Ayana Porter. See if they even guard her. I'll tell you a funny story about that in a moment. Here's Lady Wildcats turn the ball over themselves. They just kind of got ripped away. The senior ripped it away from the freshman, and then Oak Ridge. That might be more of a travel than anything right there. Coach John Fisher, he's the head coach of the Powell Panthers. He was talking to Coach Taylor the other day, a couple days ago before the game, and obviously Ayana did not play in the ball game at Powell High School. But he's looked at the ball, the box scores. He's looked at the scoring summary, and he says, who is this Ayana Porter? I'm going to have to go back and watch the game tape to try to remember her. And Coach Taylor didn't say that she hadn't been playing. She said, go ahead and watch that. he didn't find her, that's for sure, because she didn't play in that game.
Yeah, he had to scour the fans maybe. I don't even know if she was sitting in the stands that game.
Here comes the shot missed, rebounded by Janaea Pippins, and then let's see. I think I guess it's a held ball, and the Lady Wildcats will get the ball on the possession arrow. 2:45 to play third quarter, 43-23. Lady Wildcats by 20. Oak Ridge trying to improve upon I believe a 7-game winning streak right now. Lady Wildcats also trying to win their 16th game of the year. Things are going to get really tough this weekend. Nothing against this Powell team. They're young. They've got some talent for sure, but they're incredibly young, Coach Fisher's team is. But Fulton doesn't have a great record, but you know as well as I do, they're always athletic. They're very physical, and they'll be a tough assignment for the Lady Wildcats on Saturday. And then Alcoa's beaten us 3 times in a row in girls basketball, and they've been to a state tournament recently. So that'll be senior night on Tuesday. You try to have an easier opponent on senior night, but that's unfortunately because of the snow. We're going to have to play one of the better teams on the boys' side of things, the defending state champions. We have back-to-back defending state champions. Nice little move there by Ulisha Mitchell. Couldn't finish the shot, though, and here comes the Lady Panthers down the floor. If they can save it, they do in the right corner. They work it out for a long 3. It's up, in and out, no good. Another rebound for Jenna Johnson. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor, moving right to left if you're listening to us. 43-23 the score. Lady Wildcats in their white jerseys. Powell in their predominantly black jerseys with orange and white trim. Here comes Oak Ridge with the basketball. Ayanna Porter backs up near the midcourt circle. The backwards OR if you're watching it on our YouTube channel. Minute 49 to play, third quarter. 43-23 the score. I argued with the point. Here's Ayanna for 3. It's on its way.
Yes.
Good. Ayanna Porter. How many is that for her tonight?
She's now 4 of 6, David.
And Lady Wildcats are back up by 23 points now, 46-23. And, you know, Ayanna, I don't know if she has enough time to break the single season record. They're going to call it jump ball. The alternate possession arrow will give Powell the ball. The record is 99. The way she's shooting, I know we don't have many games left, and she was at 50 starting this ball game, and you know she's got a long ways to go. But the way she's shooting, it really wouldn't shock me. We'd have to probably go to the state tournament, and she's going to have to hit about 10 a ball game. But either way, you know the record was 99, set in 1999. It's very easy for me to remember. 99 and 99 by Lindsay McGinnis, the third McGinnis sister, if you remember her.
Yes, I did. That was a tremendous athletic basketball family.
And Erin McGinnis, I don't know if you know this, Mark, but you probably do. A few years ago when this junior class were 8th graders down at Robertsville, Erin McGinnis was the head coach of the Rams that won that state championship. She was a state champion coach at Robertsville, a state champion player at Oak Ridge High School in 1997.
Yeah, that's got to be a rare club right there to win a state championship at coaching and playing.
Here's Oak Ridge. Ayanna shoots another 3. This one's no good. Lady Wildcats get the rebound, no good. And then what's the call? It's going to be a personal foul, I guess, against Powell. He signaled, pointed. Yeah,
I guess someone stepped outside. I guess someone stepped out of bounds because I don't see a foul called. One thing I've noticed tonight, David, is how short the Oak Ridge bench is. I mean, we've only gone one player off the bench tonight.
That is unusual, actually. But, you know, as Janaea Pippins drives in and scores again, Lady Wildcats now up by 25 points here, 48-23. That is unusual. Maybe she's just trying to get them a little bit more condition for tournament time.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I you know, with a big lead, I'm just kind of surprised at that.
Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. 5.8 seconds to play. There was no junior varsity ball game today. Lady Wildcats. Now I'll let you run down the scoring at the end of this quarter here. We won't take a break as Ayanna shoots a 3. Good! 3-point shot. She's getting upset with that percentage. And she nailed it to get back up there. And it's 51-26 after 3 quarters. Mark, I'll let you record that 3 by Ayanna. And if you would, why don't you run down the scoring to this point in the ballgame?
Okay, scoring. They're led by Ayanna Porter. She has 21 points. Zayana Stewart, she has 10. Jenna Johnson with 8. Janaea Pippins with 6. Ulisha Mitchell with 4. And Lindsay Cleveland has 2.
Thanks a lot, Mark. Let's take a quick break. We'll send it back, and we'll be back with the 4th and final quarter in 30 seconds.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
David Clary back here along with Mark Hayes, Titus Fetters, along with James Branson, John Ulrich as well. Fourth and final quarter bout set. Lady Wildcats all over the Lady Panthers trying to win and their 10th district ball game. Lady Wildcats are now 9-0 coming into this one. Powell 6-3 in district play. Lady Wildcats, Mark, you would figure would be the heavy favorites, but, you know, Campbell County's a very capable team. They didn't play too well the other night as Oak Ridge almost gets a steal. Lindsay deflects it and knocks it out of bounds. I would say Karn's still very capable, and I would say the favorite has to be still the Lady Wildcats.
I would think so. I mean, they've kind of made short work of all the teams in their district. Oh, she just could have been called for travel there. She drug her foot. Number 25 goes in for a shot. No good. Rebounded by 34 for Powell. That's Richmond, also no good.
Once again, down the floor once again. And here comes Oak Ridge. Zayana Stewart with it. And Lady Wildcats, Jenna Johnson, works the ball to the right side. That looks like Sakari Stewart in the ball game. Here comes a shot. Good. And guess what? That's Ayana again for three.
She now with 24 points on the night, David. Very impressive night for Ayana.
She's just incredible. She is so incredible. The way she's been shooting 3 points. That percentage, that's unheard of.
Yeah,
to
and
be
it keeps
over
going
60% on the season.
Yeah. Like I said, David, as of tonight she's only missed 2. She's 6 of 8. So, you know, that's 75%. So her, as I said, her percentage is going up. It's another long 3 up by number 32. No good. That's Izzy Wiles.
Lindsay Cleveland. Here's another 3. No good. Rebounded to Oak Ridge. We actually thought Sakari was going to get it, but Powell has it. 6:25 to play. 54-26. It's all Lady Wildcats here. It's Lady Wildcats back on defense here, playing with Lindsay Cleveland, Sakari Stewart, Ayana Porter, along with Jenna Johnson and Zayana Stewart. Backdoor play on the right block. Can't get the shot off. In the paint, kicks the ball. They are going to shoot a 3 from the corner. That's an air ball, but they are in perfect position for the rebound, and the Lady Wildcats give up a bucket. It's 54-28, 5:54 to play. Oak Ridge basketball. Lady Wildcats about to get Ulisha Mitchell back in the ball game. Here comes Sakari driving left. Oh, great pass inside to Jenna Johnson with a shot. Good. Beautiful assist right there for the Lady Wildcats, and Coach Paige Taylor will call a timeout. 56-28 the score, but what a beautiful assist right there for the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, it really was, you know. Sakari Stewart came in and just made a great pass that time, David, to Jenna going down the middle of the lane.
Here come the Lady Panthers down the floor once again, trailing by 28 points, 56-28. Here's a missed shot, rebounded by Ulisha. Pushes it up the floor to Jenna, attacks the goal, goes in for the shot. Before that, she is fouled. You could tell a little bit more tentative to go in there. It was the Powell ball game last year where she was tore her ACL and would miss the final 14 games of the year as Jenna goes to the free throw line. If you remember going into the postseason a year ago, Lady Wildcats headed to the region tournament in that home ball game against Maryville without Jenna in that game. They didn't have Lindsay Cleveland in that ball game because of an incident that happened in the Campbell County game. So Lady Wildcats went into that shorthanded, led, but lost. And I think hopefully barring any kind of injury or any kind of catastrophe, Lady Wildcats for the first time will go into the postseason, and I don't want to jinx them here, at full strength.
Yeah, I mean, has a three-pointers up shot, no good by Campbell of Powell. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to this tournament run, as now Sakari Stewart's on the board for Lady Wildcats. She has 2 points. That's the Lady Wildcats lead 59-28 with just under 5 minutes remaining in the ballgame.
Yeah, 31-point lead now for the Lady Wildcats. Believe it or not, if you just tuned in to our broadcast here, it was 0-0 until the 4:20 mark of the first quarter as Oak Ridge gets another steal. This is going to be Jenna Johnson bringing the ball down the floor. Lady Wildcats are going to go 10-0 in the district as Ulisha thought about shooting a 3, drives the paint, throws up a one-handed jumper, no good. does draw the foul, Mr. Porter says, and that'll send Oak Ridge to the free throw line. And going to the line for the Lady Wildcats will be the freshman, Ulisha Mitchell. And I was doing a little research today about freshmen and their point totals. Ulisha, how many does she have tonight, Mark?
She now has 5. That's her first attempt from the free throw line. It's up and good. She kind of struggled early, missed her first 4 total free field goals, but came on, finished the half with 4. Now she has 6.
But my point was, with that free throw, now she has 251 points. That's not bad for a freshman, Mark.
No, that's not, especially in this program.
Yeah, that's what I interviewed Janaea Pippins on the TV show on Wednesday. Here's another drive by Oak Ridge, and then, thought Ayana was going to launch it. They work the ball left side. Ulisha is going to shoot a 3 and knocks it down. Ulisha Mitchell hits the three-point shot, her 28th of the season. And the Lady Wildcats lead at 64-28. What I was going to say is I spoke to Janaea Pippins, and I asked her the question coming into the season. Of course, she didn't know that Ayana, Zayana, and Lindsay were not on the roster, or maybe she did. As Ayana takes another 3, this one's a little short, rebounded by Lindsay Cleveland, hustling it down to Ayana Porter. Ayana dribbles in, back to Ulisha. She's going to drive the free throw line, throw it up from there, no good. I was going to say, I asked Janaea if she thought coming into the season, as Powell turns the ball over, if she was going to get a chance to play, as we got a running clock here now at the Wildcat Arena. And she said, no, I was told coming in at Oak Ridge, very seldom do they play freshmen, but the need was there, and that's why Janaea and Ulisha had to play those early ball games until about the Christmas break. And what I told, as I see Evelyn Eubanks is in the ball game now, what I was told, by her, she's never really expected to play, but what Coach Taylor told me on Wednesday as well, because the fact they had to play, Lady Wildcats have built an incredible amount of depth. As Oak Ridge gets a missed shot, Wildcats missed that shot that time, I believe, by Paige Lawing, I think it was. But because they got to play so many minutes, the depth is so much better now for the Lady Wildcats, as there's a 3 that goes in.
Yeah, I would agree with that, David. I mean, getting into the game now, we got Evelyn Eubanks, Paige Lawing in the game for the first time, and Anaya Hayward-Tharp also in the game for the Lady Wildcats.
That would be Brandon Hayward's little sister in there. I interviewed Brandon on the show on Wednesday as well. He was telling me about his future plans on the college. Didn't want me to reveal them. As Evelyn takes a shot, it's up no good. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers as they throw the ball away. But congratulations goes out to DeJavis Dozier, Almani Rimbert, Bashan Knowles, and I think I've forgotten somebody, Elijah Bradley, who all signed yesterday to play college football. And I think we'll have maybe a couple more by the end of the signing period. But congratulations goes out to those 4, especially our boy Bashan Knowles. Actually, to all of them, but congratulations to all 4 of them.
Yeah, I mean, that's just tremendous. I love seeing that when our players sign for a college scholarship to continue to play. That's just awesome.
Honesty Thompson's in the ball game right now as well for the Lady Wildcats. Pass a little bit too strong. Was in and out of the hands of Paige Lawing, out of bounds. Lady Wildcats with a running clock here, and the final district ball game of the 2023-24 season. Lady Wildcats on top, 64-31. I would have loved Marta's in the ball game too. I saw her just now. Hopefully we can get her some points. They get a shot off, no good. The rebound pulled down by Honesty. I honestly believe that she's going to take the shot. Nope, she didn't. She pulls up at the free throw line, works the ball to Anaya Tharp, gives it into Marta. Marta drives in, goes in for the shot. It's up.
Oh, travel.
No good. She traveled. I was hoping she was fouled right there so Marta could go to the free throw line. She's an exchange student and has yet to score a varsity point. She's scored several points in the junior varsity, but I'd love to get her, as Paige explained it, an American point, as that shot is up, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Panthers. 23 seconds to play. Looks like perhaps Anaya picks up a personal foul. Down to 16 seconds and counting, 64-31. Lady Wildcats headed for their 10th win. A much different game here than we had at Powell High School, as Powell will get one last shot up, and it's up, no good. Rebounded by Paige Lawing, and she is tied up, but that's your ball game. Oak Ridge finishes the season undefeated in district play. The District 3 champions win 64-31. Mark, your thoughts on the big win for the Lady Wildcats?
I thought it was a great win for the Lady Wildcats, David. The one thing I noticed how short the bench was for the Lady Wildcats for a long time, and I'm sure that there was a very good reason for that. As they get ready for district tournament play, you gotta sure up everything. So, but Lady Wildcats as a team, the defense was really nice. It really caused Lady Panthers problems. A lot of turnovers by the Lady Panthers. And as I said earlier, David, I really liked the ball, the movement of all the players, with and without the ball. I noticed that more tonight than I have on other games, but very impressed with the Lady Wildcats tonight.
64-31 is your final score. Lady Wildcats victorious. Coach Paige Taylor will be joining me. We'll also have Mark Stats. We'll be back with either one of those following this 3-minute timeout.
Main Street Lofts, a premier rental community to do what you do, enjoy life, and thrive in historic Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Enjoy the lifestyle you deserve with amazing amenities and stunning modern features throughout your apartment home. Our community is sure to please. Enjoy the 24-hour cutting-edge fitness center. Take a dip in our sparkling saltwater swimming pool, or cozy up on a chilly night at our fire pit by our grilling stations. Your furry four-legged friends will surely love exercising in our pet park and getting pampered in our pet spa. Schedule a tour of your new home today or visit us 24/7 at themainstreetlofts.com to view our floor plans and amenities. Our website has our current availability, and you can just apply for your new home from our website. It's time to love where you live.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
Washboard Wash and Fold Laundry Service is designed to assist customers providing a cost-effective means to having their clothes cleaned and processed. Our wash and fold attendants strive to meet the trust placed on them using a variety of fabric cleaning products of the customer's choice. Our customers have the choice of same-day wash, dry, and fold, or another date that fits their schedule. The Washboard Wash and Fold drop-off service is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're located at 113 Robertsville Road in Oak Ridge. After hours, the drop-off box is available for the customers who work late or need to be to work before 8 a.m. We offer our services to an array of the Oak Ridge community, working parents, persons working extended hours, and local businesses. We are proud of our service to ORHS and other local schools and associations. If time is not an issue, stop by and use the self-service laundry at Bob's Washboard Laundry at 113 Robertsville Road in Oak Ridge. Call our staff at 865-951-3237 for any questions you may have.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency, Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
This group, 10 Bank, Oak Ridge, Main Street Lofts. What? Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance, Mike Clinic, and Sexton Automotive. This past Tuesday, here at the Wildcat Arena in the traditional rivalry ball game, which started back in 1943. Ball game. Had opportunity schedule. They had open dates. They're going to Meigs County on Friday as a 74-mile trip, as opposed to a shorter trip, 9 miles to Oak Ridge, to take on their rivals. And when adults make decisions, like that, it's unfortunate because the ones that suffered are the Lady Dragons, the Clinton Dragons, the Oak Ridge boys and girls, especially the seniors that won't be able to play their final Oak Ridge Clinton ball game. Just very unfortunate. I understand the district games had to be played, but the Wildcats gave them other opportunities to reschedule. But Clinton, for whatever reason, didn't communicate well with the Wildcats. In fact, really still hasn't communicated that well with Oak Ridge about canceling that ball game. So they didn't show up on Tuesday. If it were up to me, and I noticed that Coach T had a listed up on our schedule. To me, that is a forfeit. But I guess there's other rules that apply, and maybe get a chance to see Clinton hopefully one time next year here. If I were the Friday at 6 o'clock against the winner of the number 4 and 5 team. Lady Wildcats with their championship, and the guys with their district championship will be also qualified for the Region 2 tournament. This year is District 4's turn. If whoever is in the championship ball game of the district tournament, the girls or the guys, who's ever the first or second place team in the district tournament in District 3 and in District 4 will get to host the first rounds. But this year, District 4 will host the semifinals and the finals unless there's some upsets and the District 3 knocks off the higher seeded District 4 teams. If that were the case, it would kind of revert to the higher seeds in District 3. But for the most part, the region tournament most likely will be at Maryville or Bearden or William Blount perhaps. Those are probably, in my personal opinion, the three options where the region tournament would be after the first round. You might remember last year, because the Wildcats lost to the Central Bobcats in the semifinals of the district. Carnes, and the Wildcats lost to Carnes on home floor in the semifinals. It was District 3's turn last year to host the region tournament. This year, it is District 4. Still waiting for Coach Paige Taylor to join us. Mark has not completed the stats. Let me take another break here.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena, where the Lady Wildcats have won their ball game by a final score of 64-31. Mark, you've got the final scoring in the ball game.
Thank you very much, David. Oak Ridge led in scoring by Ayanna Porter. She had 24 points. Also in double figures for Lady Wildcats, Jenna Johnson had 11. She was 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. I said Ayanna Porter had 24. She was 6 of 9 from beyond the three-point line, 3 of 8 from inside the three-point line. So obviously a better shooter outside the three-point line. Doesn't really surprise you based on what David said about her percentage. Also in double figures, Zayona Stewart, she finished with 10 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 9 points by Ulisha Mitchell. She was, 3 of 12 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. With 6 points was Janiyah Pippins, 3 of 5 from the field. 2 points by Lindsay Cleveland. She was 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and 2 points also by Shaquari Stewart late in the ball game. She was 1 of 1 from the field. And that rounds out the scoring for Lady Wildcats. As a team, the Lady Wildcats were 19 of 58 from the field. They were 12 of 40 in twos, 7 of 18 in threes, and an impressive 11 of 12 from the free throw line. So only missed 1 free throw on the night for the Lady Wildcats. Great stat for them. Now look at the Lady Panthers. They were led in scoring by Elena Schroeder. She had 9. Peyton Richmond had 6. Krista Madison off the bench had 6 as well. Carmony Finner had 3 points for the Lady Panthers, 2 points for Milena Espirito, and 2 points for Izzy Wiles as well. Lady Panthers shot 12 of 48 from the field. They were 9 of 34 in twos, 3 of 14 in threes, and they were 4 of 5 from the free throw line. So kind of an interesting stat. Both teams only missed 1 each from the free throw line. As I said, Lady Wildcats 11 of 12 from the line. Lady Panthers 4 of 5 from the line. Lady Wildcats led at the end of the first quarter, 17-6. Then outscored the Lady Panthers 13-12 in the second quarter to take a 30-18 lead into halftime. In the third quarter, Lady Wildcats again turning it on to the Lady Panthers, outscoring them 21-8 to take a 51-26 lead into the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, Lady Wildcats again outscored the Lady Panthers, this time 13-5. And that's how we get to the final score. Lady Wildcats victorious tonight over the Lady Panthers of Powell, 64-31. David?
Some of the information about the boys game if
Yes, let me pull that up, David. Okay, so like the Lady Wildcats, Oak Ridge has already won the regular season District 3 championship and the number 1 seed at the District 3 tournament beginning for them on Friday, February the 16th. The game will be at Central at 6 p.m. against the team to be determined, or to be determined. It'll either be Halls or Central. Like the Lady Panthers, Powell is playing for second place tonight against the Wildcats. A Powell win over Oak Ridge will earn them that, and they will earn the second bye and a berth to the region tournament. A loss to Oak Ridge tonight and a Carnes win over Campbell County, then Powell would finish third and Carnes will finish second. Powell needs to win because there is very little hope for Campbell County in beating Carnes. Oak Ridge and Powell are the only teams in district with 20 or more wins, with Powell being an impressive 21-4 on the season. Their only losses are to Oak Ridge, 5-73 on December 15th. Their only other losses are to Karnes Central and to Anderson County. In the Oak Ridge Powell game, Caden Brightheart led Oak Ridge with 27 points, followed by Raekwon Watson with 24 points. Caleb Walker led Powell with 26 points. Walker hit 5 3-pointers for the Panthers, and as a team, they hit 12. Nayland Duggar hit 4 of them as well and finished with 13 points. Oak Ridge has won 11 straight games over Powell, dating back to the 2018 District 3 tournament. The Wildcats lead the series 65-16 since 1947. Oak Ridge is 9-2 at home this season. 7-1 on the road and 5-3 on neutral courts. Powell is 6-3 on the road this season. Oak Ridge has won 11 straight games. Oak Ridge has won 11 straight games over Powell dating back to 2018 District 3. I think I already read that. Tonight's game with Powell is sponsored in part by the Fox Insurance Group, Jamie Brooks for Anderson County Chancellor, the Oak Ridge Utility District, Washboard Wash and Fold, the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic, the Sexton Automotive Group, Tin Bank of Oak Ridge, Main Street Lofts, Laura Lynn Green with State Farm, and Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. We're on prepradio.com and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 1082 and streaming live on the YouTube channel Prep Radio. And we're going to go down to the floor for the starting lineups.
Now for the starting lineups. First for Powell. Senior number 13, Caleb Walker. Junior number 23, Nayland Duggar. Senior number 4, Noah Brewer. Sophomore number 2, Deuce Rogers. And senior number 22, Liam Howard. The Panthers are coached from head coach Gary Barnes, assisted by Jeff Race and Will Roberts. And now the starting lineup for your Oak Ridge Wildcats. At forward, junior number 2, Shamar Green. At forward, junior number 5, Garrett Giles. At guard, junior number 11, Ray Watson. At guard, senior number 20, Caden Brightheart. At a center, junior number 35, Cooper Williams. The Wildcats are coached with head coach Aaron Green, assisted by Ronnie Scott, Ted Mitchell, and Danny Green.
Appreciate Travis Free with the starting lineups for the ball game here, and we're about to tip things off. The Wildcats and the Powell Panthers, they started playing back in 1947. There was a big gap in between. They didn't really start picking up the series from about 1955 all the way to 1994, but then they've played almost every year since, many times in tournament games, a lot of championship ball games. It's a great rivalry. Shamar to jump for the Wildcats. The ball is up, and we're going to have a re-jump.
Nope, it's going to be Powell ball, I think, because they said that he did not wait for the ball to peak. He was a victim of that the other night, David, so he decided to do it for himself tonight. But, he basically swatted it as soon as it came out of Queener's hands.
Okay, so the Panthers get the ball first, and we are underway 1 second into it. Maybe we won't go 4 minutes without anybody scoring like we saw in the girls' game, easily won by the Lady Wildcats. Powell with the basketball, and we are indeed underway. Their basketball outside the three-point line. Brian Carrara, 5'10 sophomore, then they turn the ball over. Oak Ridge will get it. Wildcats wearing their all-white jerseys with cardinal numerals. The Powell Panthers wearing their black jerseys with white numerals. Down the floor with the basketball will come Oak Ridge, setting it up in a 0-0 ball game. Caden Brightheart with the basketball. Wildcats trying to win their 21st game of the year. Working the ball inside is Caden at the free throw line. Wanted to shoot, no place to go. Back it goes to Garrett Giles. Bounce pass inside to Cooper. He drives in, lost the ball, wants to shoot, missed it. Bodies all over the floor, and we got a foul. You know, I think there was some dramatics on the floor by number 2, Deuce Rogers. Their fine athlete on the football program as well. He took a dramatic fall when Cooper kind of blasted him with his backside. The officials wouldn't have anything to do with that flop, and Cooper will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I kind of disagree with you when you say he blasted him. There was not much contact there, but he took a flop, like you said.
Cooper is a 68% free throw shooter, knocks the first one down. The second one is also good. And Oak Ridge takes a 2-0 lead over the Panthers, and Oak Ridge will put a little pressure on in the rear court. Number 23, Neeland Duggar, 6'2" junior player, obviously named for the general, I would assume. At his age and his parents' age, probably he is named for the stadium, probably, and not the actual coach. As Powell works their offense, trailing 2-0. With it will come number 23, Neeland Duggar. Duggar looks down low. They work the ball inside the paint. They run into a mess of Wildcats, count the bucket, and a foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge, and they can take the lead at the free throw line.
That foul will go against Cooper Williams. That'll be his first, team first, and a warning to the coach, looks like. That's interesting. Coach got kind of disciplined. The Powell coach got disciplined, and the foul went his direction. That's a little odd.
Coach Gary Barnes, good coach at Powell High School, does a really good job. He throws good, and the Wildcats trail it by a score of 3-2. 7 minutes to play here, and here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Ray with the basketball, splits the defense, goes into Cooper. There's Garrett Giles, left corner, 3, up, no good. Garrett's three's been off just a little bit the last few ball games. As Powell brings the ball down the floor, leading Oak Ridge by 1. This Powell team can shoot threes. Here's a guy who hit a number of them, and he hits that one, and he's fouled in the act of shooting it, and that'll be an opportunity for a 4-point play for Caleb Walker. He hit 5 against Oak Ridge at Powell, and he has an opportunity here, and the foul's called against Oak Ridge, I think against Caden Brightheart.
Yeah, and that happened right in front of the coach, and Coach Green just kind of threw his hands out and just said, why, and you don't want to foul a three-point shooter.
Well, actually, Caden's been getting into some foul trouble early and had to sit out most of the Central ball game in the first half. Here's Ray with the answer. Up good. 3-point shot for Raekwon Watson, and the Wildcats trail it by a score of 7-5. Ray knocks down his 45th career 3-point shot. With the basketball, you got to stay on Caleb. They work the ball down low. Ball's knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by Cooper Williams. Cooper's in the ball game. Shamar along with Garrett, along with Caden and Ray. 7-5 Powell. 6:21 to play first quarter from the Wildcat Arena. Saturday night we'll be back here as the Wildcats take on the defending state champion Fulton Falcons. Here's the ball worked in, and it comes to number 2. That's Rogers. Deuce lost the ball. Picked up by the Panthers. Saved on the floor by Neeland Duggar. Duggar works the ball to the corner. Good defense by Giles on that man. Tries to get it down low to Deuce. The Deuce turns, spins, wants to shoot. Has his shot blocked by Cooper. He goes right back up, and he missed both of them. Cooper pulls down the board this time. Here's Oak Ridge down the floor, trailing by 2. Ray. Coast to coast, floats it in there. Good. Ray ties the ball game at 7-7. That's back-to-back buckets for the junior, and the Wildcats are back on defense. 5:47 to play first quarter. Powell for 3, up no good. Kind of a quick shot, not a great shot that time, and Ray's got the rebound. Raekwon with it, top of the circle. Works around a screen to the left side, drives all the way to the hole again. That's 7 straight points for Raekwon Watson.
Yeah, very impressive for him, David. We kind of really need him. He's a spark that the Wildcats really can depend on.
Here come the Panthers down the floor. Caden's got to stay out of trouble. I thought he was going to reach in and foul Noah Brewer there as they do turn the ball over. Oak Ridge has retaken the lead. Oak Ridge fell behind 7-2. Then Ray got busy, and the Wildcats have the lead 9-7.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, 7 straight points for Ray. So if they were down 7-2, like you said, then it's all on his back at this point.
Wildcats work the ball in, and it comes to Raekwon Watson. Picked up in the rear court, and then they retreat back in their half court. Here's Ray again to the hole. Up, no good. It might have been partially rejected, but that was going to be an easy bucket for him as they bring the ball down the floor with Caleb Walker. They work the ball inside, then they fall down. And the Wildcats, Shamar tries to reach in and grab it. It's going to be a jump ball, the alternate possession arrow to Oak Ridge. 4:59 to play first quarter. 9-7 is our score. The Wildcats in the lead. Got some students in attendance to the left. If you're watching on the video, they're not standing. This Powell rivalry used to bring out the best or the worst in the fan base, but just not quite the same as the Wildcats almost turned the ball over. Good call by Mr. Queener. It was indeed last touch by Ray out of bounds. It'll be Powell basketball side court. I told you this was going to be a good night. I haven't disagreed with this officiating crew. I've had my words for Mr. Porter in the past before, but he's much better official. He's a really good official. In fact, I think he's the second best official behind Matthew Queener in our district. And other than that, it's there's some good officials. And like I say all the time, it's a thankless job. I mean, I couldn't do it. I'd be terrible at it. I'm too sensitive too, for one. When people start yelling at me, I don't think I'd like it. But for the most part, our officiating the last few ball games has been really good as Oak Ridge works the ball in there. Raekwon Watson. Ray wanted to go in once again. He works the ball to Cooper. Cooper can knock it to three down. He's been doing that recently. Backdoor play. They have seen something on tape, Marquez, because Ray is just running rampant through the defense of the Powell Panthers.
Yeah, he's just got some great moves tonight. He's just, slicing towards the basket as Powell gets it down underneath, kicks it back up top for a three, and that's in by number 23, Nayland Duggar.
They can shoot the threes. That's something they did. 12 against us the last time. Here's a lefty shooting a three. That's Caden Brighthart. Then the ball is lost out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by the Wildcats. Oak Ridge in the lead by 1. 4:03 to play. Lady Wildcats won their ball game, 64-31. While I have a moment, let me send a hello out to a big Wildcat fan who told me the other night that he listens to every single one of our games as the Wildcats get a steal. Great hands by Cooper Williams, and that would be Mark Foster listening to our broadcast tonight. Mark, thanks for tuning us in every single night. As Ray drives to the hole again, no good. Rebound, jump ball, and they're going to be giving the ball to the Powell Panthers once again. Ray had another easy drive there. And it'll be, once again, Powell with the basketball on the alternate possession arrow. 11-10 the score, 3:33 to play first quarter. Price Davis is in the ball game now for the Wildcats as they try to inbound it. And there's probably a screen there.
That didn't take long. Price Davis picks up his first foul in his first 10 seconds.
Well, Price is a football guy. He played against Powell this year. They won. If they work the ball in with ease, they'll work the ball down the floor. The Wildcats quickly retreat back on defense as they try to get the ball down low. Good defense by Shamar, and they have to call a timeout. Shamar just locked up Noah Brewer, 6'6" against 6'3", and he had no place to go with the basketball.
No, as you said, they're just great defense over there, and Powell coach recognized that and rewards the Wildcats with a timeout for Powell.
I want to remind everybody, Saturday night here at the Wildcat Arena, the Wildcats will take on the Fulton Falcons. 6:30 will be the girls' game. The boys' game will be at 8 o'clock. The Fulton boys are 25-2. They are the defending state champions. Their only losses coming to Austin East, team that beat Oak Ridge. They've since beaten them. They also lost to Murfreesboro Magnet School, Christian Magnet School. I've never heard of that school, but obviously that private school is pretty good. As the Panthers get the basketball, that'll be Saturday. Then on Tuesday, it'll be senior night. No seniors on the girls, but the guys will have their seniors recognized on Tuesday when the Alcoa Tornadoes pay a visit to the Wildcat Arena. 3:24 to play first quarter. Powell having trouble just getting the ball in bounds. They finally do back in the rear court, and Caden got to watch it. He almost picked up his second foul there. 3:18 to play first quarter, 11-10 the score. The basketball, number 13, Caleb Walker. He works the ball to the right corner. They work the ball down on the block against Shamar. A little hook shot, good. Nice shot there. And the Wildcats trail by a score of 12-11. 3 minutes, 2 seconds to play. Oak Ridge basketball. Brighthart dribbles. Brighthart had a fantastic game against Powell back in December, as did several of the Wildcats as Cooper gets it in the paint to Garrett Giles. Boy, we need his shot to start falling, and there it is. Three-point shot for Garrett Giles. His first three-pointer of the night. The Wildcats take the lead by a score on the scoreboard of 13-12.
It was 2 points, David. His foot
Yeah,
was on the
I saw it.
line.
It was just right across the line
Right.
there. 13-12 the score, 2:33 to play first quarter. Here come the Panthers. Caleb Walker, he wanted to shoot, did not. Gives it over to Stooksbury on the left wing. He tries to get it down low. There's another little hook shot, and it's good. And then you kind of got a foul called against, I think, Cooper. Nice little hook move there by number 34 for them. I believe that's Nathan Russell, junior player, and Powell retakes the lead.
Yeah, Cooper picks up his second foul, so he'll come out. Raekwon Watson will re-enter for the Wildcats, but Cooper goes out with 2 points, both of them from the free throw line. To the line for Powell will be Nathan Russell. He has 4 points in the ballgame now, and this will be his first attempt from the free throw line.
Toss is good. Wildcats trail it 15-13. Down the floor will come Ray once again. Right elbow, pulls up and shoots from there. It's up, no good. Rebound by Shamar, back up, good. Shamar Green with an offensive rebound and putback bucket, and the Wildcats are tied with the Panthers 15-15.
Boy, the Wildcats really needed that post presence that time by Shamar. Did a great job getting a rebound as Powell comes back and hits another three by Dylan Stooksbury.
And you can tell Coach Green, we know these guys. They hit 12 threes against Oak Ridge back in December. You cannot give them space. You cannot give them space. And you can see Coach Green is telling them, you know, we know they shoot well from the perimeter, and you got to get out there and guard them. You can't just collapse back inside. And I can't hear what he's saying, but he's quite animated as he talks to his Wildcats down on the floor. Mark, 2 more ball games after this, and then we've got the district tournament, then the region tournament, and hopefully farther than that.
Yeah, as I believe, David, I think you said this, or maybe you told me, just me, but the Wildcats, when they play Tuesday, it'll be after the district tournament begins. Is that correct?
It is correct. In fact, that'll be on the same night that the teams that we would be playing are playing. So we will not be able to scout the game against the opponent that we will play on Thursday. Or the Lady Wildcat, or, you know, as Garrett's going to dribble right. We need this three by Caden Brightheart. Good. High ball game. 18-18 the score, yes. The tournament begins actually on the girls' side on Tuesday. So the Lady Wildcats won't know who they're playing because they will be playing at the same time. Here comes Powell down the floor.
What I like about that, David, is, you know, the thing you don't want is to have too much time off. And that, you know, scheduling a team like that or a game like that prevents the Wildcats from having too much time off between games.
Here comes a shot on its way. It's up no good. Wildcats got to get a board here. They've struggled. Their Wildcats see Powell once again with 1:09 to play. There's a three-point shooter wide open, good. And there's another three. They hit 12 on us the first time we played them. They're hot in this one. And you're right. As Shamar gets a great feed, goes in for the shot, good. Shamar scores, and it's a 21-20 ball game. You remember last year we went to Powell in the district tournament after the long layoff and lost to Central in that semifinal round ball game, sending Oak Ridge to the consolation game. Wildcats have given up 21 points in the first quarter. Coach Green will not be happy about that. There's another three on its way. This one's no good. Giles has the rebound for the Wildcats. Garrett straight down the middle of the floor. He's going to dunk it. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Nathan Russell. Might have gotten a little bit of traffic in the middle part and couldn't get it all the way to the rim. And the Panthers will go for the final shot, it would appear, in the first quarter. They lead Oak Ridge by 1. 21-20 the score. 15 seconds to play and counting. The Wildcats playing with Giles, Green, Price Davis, Caden Brightheart, and Raekwon Watson. 6 seconds. Raekwon almost gets a steal. Walker throws up a three. That's an air ball. No good as the first quarter comes to a close. We've played one quarter of basketball here at the Wildcat Arena in the boys game. Powell leads Oak Ridge 21-20. We'll be back to Oak Ridge in 60 seconds.
Washboard Wash and Fold Laundry Service in Oak Ridge is not your typical laundromat. Drop off your dirty laundry today and see for yourself. You'll have the freshest, cleanest hung and folded laundry around. You need delivery? We can do that for you. Washboard Wash and Fold is also a trusted partner for all your commercial laundry needs. Here at Washboard Wash and Fold Laundry, we are proud of being voted the best in Anderson County. Located at 113 Robertsville Road, just a stone throw from Oak Ridge High School. Hey, don't wait until you're down to your last clean item. Drop them off today.
It's football time in Tennessee. We all know what that means. Hometown football excitement is in the air. Our hometown football team, Oak Ridge Wildcats, is sponsored by 10 Bank. 10 Bank helps build our community so we can continue to win together. 10 Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. The second quarter getting underway here. The Wildcats trail it by a score of 21-20. Wildcats have given up how many threes, Mark, to the Panthers here in the first quarter?
Looks like they've hit 4 so far.
Raekwon Watson gives Oak Ridge the lead on that bucket. Ray came to play today.
Yes, he did. He's got 11 points now for the Wildcats, David.
Here come the Panthers down the floor with the basketball. Come Caleb Walker. Dribbles to the left elbow. He wants to shoot, cannot do it. There's another wide open three, and it's good. 3-point shot. These guys can shoot it. You got to guard them. They do a really good job screening to get free to get those shots off.
Yeah, they do. And, you know, number 11 for them, he's, 3 of 3 as they call a travel on, I guess, Cooper Williams there. He's in the lane trying to make his way to the basket. Re-entering the game, Brandon Hayward was in the game, but now Shamar Green will come back in. So Oak Ridge with their bigger lineup in right now.
Yeah, that didn't work so well against the Carnes Beavers on actually both games, actually. This is really more of a guard-oriented. There's a great play there by Oak Ridge. Wildcats get a steal. Here's Ray's going to go coast to coast with it. Kick it out to Breithart. Three-pointer, left corner, way short. Rebounded by the Panthers, and they run the floor well and get a layup. Good. Beat Oak Ridge down the floor, and they have a 4-point lead over the Wildcats, 26-22. 5 guards really basically on the floor, and that is Garrett Giles. This time it is a 3. It's up no good. Rebounded by the Panthers. Wildcats trail by 4. The big lineup hasn't really worked when we played guard-oriented teams like Carnes. And so far early in this one, Wildcats playing with their big lineup. That's Shamar Green, Cooper Williams, Garrett Giles. The 2 guards, really the smaller players, are Caden Breithart along with Raekwon Watson. Wildcats on defense. Here's another shot. It's good. Just a phenomenal shooting team. Even that was not bad defense. Shot is knocked down by Caleb Walker. And the Wildcats are down 6 here, 28-22. Can't force the ball inside. That's what they did. They got very robotic against Carnes. Wildcats just got to run and play. There's a great lob inside to Shamar. Shamar goes in for the shot. No good. Roll off the rim. He does draw the foul, and Shamar Green will go to the free throw line. Almost had a 3-point opportunity, but he will have to earn it at the free throw line as a 66% free throw shooter.
Yeah, I really thought that ball was going to drop for Shamar that time, David. It wanted to. It thought about it. But picking up the foul for Powell was Caleb Walker. That's his team first of the second quarter as Shamar Green goes to the line. He has 4 points in the ball game, now 5 as he hits his first free throw.
Wildcats trailing by 5, 28-23. Out of the ball game comes Nathan Russell. He's going to have to change his jersey, it would appear. He's got a little sling, looks like on his shoulder, and his trainer's working on that. Might have come loose there, and she's re-tightening it as Shamar hits both free throws. Shamar having a good start, and the Wildcats are down 24-28. Got to play some defense here. 5:48 to play here with the basketball. Caleb Walker. Walker works the ball left side to Brewer. Powell just feels very comfortable on this floor as they work the ball out to the top, dribbling into the free throw line. Somebody's got to be open. They work the ball out, saved on the floor by the big guy, Deuce Rogers, 6'5" sophomore. Holds the ball, looks to go down low. Cooper's on him. He throws the ball. It's intercepted for a moment by Garrett Giles. It's knocked out of bounds by Garrett. 5:21 to play second quarter. Powell leads Oak Ridge 28-24. Wildcats watch them call a timeout. Coach Barnes wants to talk about it. We do too. We'll send it back. We'll be back in a moment.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
Wildcats trail it by 4, 28-24, 5:21 to play. Second quarter. Lady Wildcats won their ball game 64-31. The Wildcats finished their season 10-0 in District 3 play. Powell basketball. Powell comes in with a phenomenal record. Powell comes in at 21-4 on the year, and you can see why. They can shoot the basketball. They've got some size inside as well. They're well coached. Coach Barnes, Coach Roberts, and Coach Race, they always do a good job with the Panthers. Unfortunately, they've lost a few district games down the stretch. There's 5 seconds. That time, Ray just kind of stayed with Nealon Duggar, and he turns the ball over. The Wildcats get it on their turnover.
Yeah, great defense, David. As you said, just couldn't find anybody to give the ball off to. So Oak Ridge takes advantage. Hopefully, can take advantage of that turnover here.
The basketball will come Oak Ridge. The Wildcats get it into Shamar along the baseline. Goes in for the shot. No good. Battling for the rebound. Garrett Giles has it. Goes right back up with it. Good! And he's fouled. Count the bucket. And Garrett Giles will go to the free throw line with an opportunity for a three-point play.
Yes, as he does, David. Sorry, I'm trying to gather this down. Noah Brewer picks up his second foul for Powell. Team foul number 2 as well as Jarrett Giles, as you said, trying to convert on the three-point play. He's got, 4 points, gunning for 5, and he gets it.
The Wildcats on a 5-0 run here. Close the gap to 1, 28-27, 4:40 to play in the second period. Here comes Powell down the floor. They wanted to go down low to Deuce Rogers. He and Cooper really fighting down there. 2 big bodies going at it as they put up a shot, no good. And another foul called against Oak Ridge.
That foul, David, will go against Jarrett Giles, his first, team first, as Coach Green, you can tell, was not real happy with that decision by Jarrett to go after the ball there. Garrett.
As they go to the free throw line. Wildcats down by a point. Free throw shooter is good. They knocked down the shot with Caleb Walker. Powell back by 2, 29-27. Oak Ridge will play Fulton on Saturday. Shamar Green comes out of the game. Price Davis comes in. Going to go with the smaller lineup. Shamar deserves a rest. He's played well here in the first half. Back to the line. Shot is no good. Rebound. Going to be a jump ball. Over the back, Deuce Rogers came and kind of tied up Garrett Giles, and the alternate possession arrow on the held ball will give Powell the basketball. They lead Oak Ridge 29-27, 4:27 to play in the second quarter. At halftime, I'll be speaking to the head coach of the Lady Wildcats as that ball is picked up on the floor by Powell. It's another jump ball. This time, Oak Ridge has it on the alternate possession. Good hustle there by Price Davis. It was an errant pass, and I don't think any of the Wildcats knew it was coming, but Price very quickly scooted back there, slid on the floor, and tied up the Panther. And here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. 4:20 to play second quarter, 29-27. Wildcats, Caden Breithardt with it to Price. Price has been off, hadn't scored in a while. Last 2 ball games, in fact. He's got a good shot, just hasn't been falling for him. As Caden goes in, has his shot blocked. Rebounded on the floor by the Wildcats, and then taken away by Powell. Bodies all over the floor, rolling around. Powell with the basketball. Bounce pass goes to Deuce. Deuce cut off there by Cooper. Kicks the ball back out, and the Wildcats are back on defense, down by 2. 29-27 the score. 3:45 to play second quarter. I mentioned their record. They've only lost 4 ball games. They're 21-4. That's got to be a charge. It's got to be.
Block.
He used his right shoulder and knocked him down. Coach Porter had to see that. I mean, the not so good official made the call. He used his forearm and knocked down our guy, but they called the foul on Oak Ridge.
Yeah, the Queener calls the foul on Price Davis that time, David. So really surprising. Usually he's more consistent than that.
Well, I mean, he's been pretty consistent tonight, but that was just a bad call. As they work the ball, here's a steal by Ray Ray. Wildcats down the floor, don't have numbers. Wildcats set it. Oh, they had Giles early. Ray Ray couldn't get the ball to him. He dribbles out top of the circle, back to Caden, looks to Cooper, back to the right side. Cooper's got it on the right block. He goes in for the shot. As he makes his approach, he is fouled, and Cooper Williams will go to the free throw line. 29-27 the score. I guess he thought that the Oak Ridge player was flopping, but he definitely took a forearm and pushed him down.
Oh, yeah. What I found humorous was Deuce Rogers came over right after the play and kind of went flying and fell on the floor, and Cooper just looked at him like, what are you doing?
Cooper misses the toss. Wildcats down 2. Cooper back to the free throw line. Second toss, he missed them both. Wildcats. Cooper's a good free throw shooter. He's been around 70% most of the year, but he misfires on those. 29-27 the score. Wildcats trailing by 2. Panther basketball. They work the ball to Nathan Russell, top of the circle. He drives left elbow. Stops. Needs some help. Cooper still on him. He's going to throw up a wild one. Shot is no good. Cooper gets the rebound. He says, nobody is going to help me, so I'm just going to take a bad shot. As Caden Breithart shoots a 3, no good. Rebound once again to Powell. Caden just cannot get his shot to fall.
No, he's 1 of 4 from beyond the three-point line tonight, which is really uncharacteristic for him. He's usually more consistent shooter than that.
And, they're giving him a wide-open look as that ball is kicked away, and Porter says it'll be Oak Ridge basketball. 2:33 to play second quarter, 29-27. Oak Ridge students are on their feet now, trying to support the Wildcats as the Wildcats bring the ball down the floor, and Caden comes out of the ball game. 29-27 Powell, 2:26 to play second quarter. Wildcats have Shamar Green back in the ball game. So the Wildcats playing with the big lineup. Price on a bounce pass, gives it to Cooper on the right block, drives in for the shot, good.
That's what we need right there. That's exactly what we need. We need Cooper's post presence to be more dominating.
29-29 the score, 2:06 to play. Panther basketball. Oh, that's got to be a charge. He called a block. It's going to be on Shamar.
It's a block party tonight, David.
Say again?
It's a block party here.
That's an old joke, Mark. 2:03 to play, but, that was, I think, less questionable than the one before, as the Panthers will try to work the ball in. Here's the pass, and it comes to Nealon Duggar. He drives against Ray Ray to the free throw line, kicks the ball to the left corner. A better pass, and they probably would have shot a 3 there. They did not. He holds the ball for a while. Nathan Russell does, and hands it off to Duggar. Duggar dribbles in, lost it. Cooper steals it, and they're going to call a carry on the Panthers anyway, and the Wildcats will get it with 1:47 to play in the second quarter in a 29-29 ball game. Cooper's going to take a seat. The Wildcats playing with Garrett Giles, and he inbounds the ball to Raekwon Watson, and Raekwon will look over to Coach Green, who calls a new play. Wildcats also having the ball game. Breithart again. Ray kicks the ball back out. Ball is taken away and deflected by Powell back in the rear court, and Price Davis has to track it down with 90 seconds to play in the first half. Price with it to Ray. Ray drives in. Garrett Giles, three-pointer on its way. Good. Three-point shot for Garrett, and the Wildcats have the lead, 32-29 with 1:17 to play. Nice shot there. And things are much better when the shots start to fall.
Yeah, and boy, did the Wildcats need that, David. They really did. I mean, it's knotted up at 29. Powell has led for most of this game, I think, and as number 13.
We have some internet issues here as they launch a 3. 32-29 the score, 56 to play. Price Davis takes a 3, no good. Rebound tracked down by Oak Ridge. Caden Breithart, right block goes in for the shot, no good. Rebound by the Panthers. Caden can't get in. It fall tonight. 42 seconds to play. Caden gets so down on himself, too. He plays so hard, and he has to always guard the best player on the other team. So that kind of takes away from his offense as the ball's kicked away. And can Ray save it? Nope, they're going to call a foul. Personal fouls called with 30 seconds to play in the first half. It's a shove on the Panthers' part, and Oak Ridge with a 3-point lead has the basketball side midcourt.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Oak Ridge goes for a final shot here with 30.2 seconds remaining in the first half. Powell will make a substitution. Coming in the game will be Noah Lankin, or Lakin, maybe. Coming out will be number 23, Nayland Duggar.
32-29 the score. Wildcats with the basketball. Got a little glitching on our internet, people are telling me. 32-27. Price Davis with the basketball. Here comes to Ray Ray. Let's see if he just takes it in himself. Ray Ray's going to drive, kick it out. Wildcats down to 12 seconds to play. Got to reset quickly. 10 seconds. Read the floor a little bit. 7 seconds. Ray Ray's got to know how much time is left. Here he goes. He's going to drive in all the way to the baseline. Throw the ball to Garrett for 3 at the buzzer. No good. Wildcats head to the dressing room. 32-29. The Wildcats didn't really execute that final 30 seconds to the way they wanted to, as the Wildcats, who trailed after one quarter, do take the lead to the dressing room at 32-29. Mark, your thoughts.
Good second quarter for the Wildcats, David. They after giving up 21 points to Powell in the first quarter, only gave up 8 points in the second quarter. So I'd say let's take a quick break, and when we come back, you can interview Coach Taylor.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. We're at halftime. The Wildcats are on top of the Powell Panthers 32-29. And joining me is the head coach of the Lady Wildcats, Coach Paige Taylor, following her team 64-31 victory tonight over the Powell Panthers. Coach, you finish off the district schedule as you wanted to, one of your goals. You had something to play for, as you told me last night on the TV show. You go 10-0, and you beat a Powell team that gave you fits. Of course, a little bit different look to your team the first time around, but good win for your team. A slow start. I think neither team scored until about the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. Then you just kind of got things rolling late in the last 4 minutes of the first quarter and early on into the second. Hit a lull there towards halftime, and then just pulled away in the second half. Good win for your team.
Yeah, thank you. It was a slow start. At one point, I looked up, and I remember seeing like 6-12, and it was 0-0, or maybe 2-2. I started thinking, is anybody going to be able to score tonight? But we did. We ended up, jumping on them a little bit. I looked, I think we were up 17-6 at the end of the first quarter, and then we let them go on a run in the second quarter, which I was not pleased with at all, but we responded very well in the second half and held them to just 13 points total in the second half.
And a lot of different people contribute, but once again, it was the Ayana long-range show. 6 of 9 from three-point range, had 24 points. And, she's shooting coming into this game over 60% from three-point range. And it isn't like, and I said this during the broadcast, it isn't like she's only taken like 10 shots.
Right.
She's hit over 50 this year, and she's still shooting over 60%. That's just absolutely an incredible stat. I don't think that Allison Clark girl up in Iowa can shoot as well as Ayana's been shooting.
Yeah, she's been shooting it really, really well. And the nice thing is her confidence. Her teammates have complete confidence in her as well. But when she shoots it as well as she does, that spreads out teams offensive or defensively a little bit more because they have to come out and guard her, and it opens up things for other people as well. But she definitely. I just hope she keeps working at it and keeps shooting it the way she is, because it gives us a great option. And you look, we shared the basketball really well tonight too. I told the girls our stats showed that we had 17 assists, which I'm really proud of them for sharing the basketball and playing together so well.
Yeah, and that's what you want to be doing. Obviously, we talked about that the last several ball games. How seems like they're having a lot of fun, and it's always fun to play Powell. And it's just a totally different game. And I know it's a different comparison, and from the first time because you've added 3 pieces to the puzzle that you didn't have. But
Right.
there's been a monstrous improvement between your team and that December ball game.
Absolutely. We talked about that after the game. Yeah, we're a completely different basketball team, but, that team scored, I think, 43 points on us over there at Powell. And, I mean, they can shoot the ball well, and they have some weapons. But I just feel like our defense has improved so much, and that, especially my comparison, you're looking at Jenna and Elisha and Janaea out there that are that were playing in that game over there, and even Sakari too. She played over there and played tonight, and I mean, they're huge growth for those girls. Just being able to look at that, and then you add Zay and Ayana and Lindsay in that mix, and there's tremendous improvement.
So you head to the final 2 ball games, which are non-district ball games. You play Fulton on Saturday, then senior night. I don't guess you'll be participating in that one on Tuesday night against Alcoa. But 2 good teams, different kinds of teams. A very physical, athletic Fulton team. You told me yesterday they've had some injuries. Their record's not great, but they'll be physical and athletic.
For
and
sure.
then an Alcoa team that are going to be good on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 2 tough opponents coming up, and, we schedule that way at this time of the year to use those 2 games, to prepare and work on some things that we haven't seen from other teams that we could possibly see in the postseason. And we're going to have to get after it Friday or Saturday night. Alcoa always comes in, they're athletic and they're quick, and they're going to be a fun, a good basketball team. It's going to be an up and down game. Our pace has got to be good, and then you bring Alcoa in, and they're fundamentally a great basketball team. They shoot the ball well. They've got a huge post presence inside. So 2 really good matchups for us coming up.
That's just your final comments on the win tonight over Powell.
I'm just proud of our girls. Again, like you said, we've told them that, they were playing for something. They were playing to go 10-0 in our district, and that was the goal we set and had set up for ourselves at the beginning of the year. And, we attained that goal, and we responded. They went on a run in the second quarter, but we came out and had a strong second half.
Coach, thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Lady Wildcats win their ball game tonight. 64-31 was the final score. Let's get Mark back in here. Well, let me take one quick break, and then I'll get Mark in here. We'll run down the first half statistics. The guys on top 32-29. We'll be back with Mark and his stats in 30 seconds. They say that being a coach's wife is hard, but Laura Lynn Green, wife of Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green, and a local State Farm insurance agent, makes buying insurance easy for you. Auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, health, and much more. Laura Lynn Green's office is located at 136 Marquette Road in Oak Ridge. Give her a call today at 483-5666 or say hello to her courtside at any Oak Ridge High School basketball game. She might be a coach's wife, but she was a Wildcat fan first. For State Farm Insurance, call Laura Lynn Green in Oak Ridge. David Clary back here at the Wildcat Arena, where the Wildcats are on top of the Powell Panthers, 32-29. And Mark, you've got the first half statistics.
Thank you very much, David. Leading the Wildcats in the first half was Raekwon Watson. He had 11 points in the first half, 5 of 8 from the field. With 8 points was Garrett Giles. 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Shamar Green has added 6 for the Wildcats. He's 2 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points added by Cooper Williams, 1 of 2 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, and 3 points for Caden Brightheart. He's 1 of 4 from beyond the three-point line. As a team, the Wildcats are 12 of 27 from the field. They're 9 of 16 in twos, 3 of 11 in threes, and 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Now looking at the Powell Panthers, they have 2 individuals with 9 points. Caleb Walker has 9. He's 3 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Also with 9, Dylan Stooksbury. He's 3 of 3 from beyond the three-point line. They also have 2 individuals with 5 points. Dalen Duggar has 5, 1 of 1 in twos, and 1 of 1 in threes. The other individual with 5 points is Nathan Russell. He came off the bench. He had to add his 5 points. 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. As a team, the Panthers are 10 of 18 from the field. They're 5 of 10 in twos, 5 of 8 in threes. That's an impressive stat right there as a team, 5 of 8 from beyond the three-point line. And from the free throw line, 4 of 5. Wildcats led at the end of the first quarter. Well, actually, they trailed. I apologize for that. They trailed 21-20. Then they outscored the Panthers 12-8 in the second quarter to take a 32-29 lead at halftime. Earlier tonight, Lady Wildcats were victorious by a score of 64-31. Leading scorer for the Lady Wildcats was Ayanna Porter. She had 24 points. Jenna Johnson had 11. Zayana Stewart with 10. Ulisha Mitchell had 9. 6 points added by Janiyah Pippins. 2 points by both Shaquari Stewart and Lindsay Cleveland. Lady Wildcats led the entire game. They led at the end of the first quarter, 17-6. They outscored the Lady Panthers 13-12 in the second quarter to take a 30-18 lead into halftime. After halftime, Lady Wildcats came out in the third quarter outscoring the Lady Panthers, really opening it up, outscoring them 21-8 in the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, Lady Wildcats outscored the Lady Panthers 13-5 to get a 64-31 victory. David?
Thanks a lot, Mark. The second half about set. The Wildcats coming out with Caden Brightheart, Raekwon Watson, Garrett Giles, Cooper Williams, and Shamar Green, the original starting five. The Wildcats up 3. The Wildcats trailed most of the first half, got behind by 6 as they put up a shot, no good. Kind of a quick shot there. Shamar Green on the rebound. Titus Fetters, John Ulrich, our camera guy. Great pass inside to Cooper Williams, and the Wildcats score. And Oak Ridge has a 34-29 lead, and that is their biggest lead of the day. As I was going to say, Powell's biggest lead was 6, 28-22 at one point. The Wildcats are now up by 5. Oh boy, breaking down on defense there. Somehow Dylan Stooksbury got free, and he scores an easy one. I don't know what happened on there, but somebody missed their assignment. Oak Ridge ball. Garrett Giles tries to catch it on a dead run, lost it. Ball's picked up. Cooper steals it. It's going to be a jump ball, the alternate possession arrow to Oak Ridge. What happened with Dylan Stooksbury? He was so wide open, Mark.
I think two of our defenders kind of collided with each other, and which just left him wide open.
34-31 Oak Ridge in the lead. Caden Brightheart lobs it in to Cooper. Cooper thought about shooting a 3. He loves to do that. Oak Ridge ball. Wildcats work their offense. So Raekwon Watson at the point. Long 3 for him. In and out, no good. Cooper with the board, good. Cooper Williams scores, and the Wildcat lead is back up to 5. 36-31. Here comes Powell down the floor. Coach Barnes, head coach of the Powell Panthers, been there a long time. Of course, you remember Big Mike Ogan when he was the coach of the Powell Panthers. It was always a funny conversation. If a fight broke out, Coach Carringer and Ricky Norris used to say, "You got Ogan." That 3 is up, and it's good. 36-34. Ogan was a standout player, I believe, at Carson Newman in his playing days. His son and daughter were great players for Powell as well. His daughter played at Chattanooga as Caden has his shot blocked, and they can tie the ball game right here. Walker drives against Garrett, missed a shot. Rebound out of bounds. Let's say they're going to say last touch by Powell. Wildcats have got to get Caden Brightheart. Caden, I think, had close to 30 points against Powell the first time we played them. I believe that's the case. I think he had like 27 points. He did have 27 points against Powell the first time we played him. And tonight, really struggling as Ray drives in. Let's see if he can just take over. That ball's knocked out by Powell. Came kind of close to an offensive player control foul there. But how many does Caden have in the ballgame? 3?
Yeah, he's only got 3 points. And, he's 0 of 3 in twos, and he's 1 of 4 in threes. So it's not like he's not shooting. It's just they're not falling for him tonight.
Yeah, here comes a good shot. He missed it, though. Cooper's got the rebound, then all knocked out again. So it'll be Oak Ridge basketball. The Wildcats lead is 2. 5:51 to play third quarter. The girls won 64-31. There was no JV ball game. Ridge ball. Wildcats work it into Cooper in the left corner. Back to Brightheart. Let's see if he wants to take deuce. No, he didn't. He's going to take a 3. Instead of a deuce, he has a 3 for the Wildcats. That's a great look for him. He just still, like we always say, shooters got to shoot, and Caden's missed a few, but he, with confidence, just stepped back in that corner and knocked it down.
Yeah, he did, and a nice scrappy play that time by Shamar, getting the turnover by the Powells as Raekwon comes the other way. He slices down the lane, but has the ball knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. So the Wildcats will have the ball under their own basket with 5:21 remaining in the third quarter.
Leading by 5, 39-34. Raekwon lobs it into Cooper. He'll turn, he'll spin, he'll shoot. He missed it. Had a good look at it, but just kind of was off balance. Didn't really look at it before he shot it. Just kind of spun, and it rolled off the rim. Back on defense go the Wildcats, playing with Garrett Giles, along with Caden Brightheart, along with Raekwon Watson, and along with Cooper Williams. Oh, boy, they leave another three-shooter open. He missed it this time. Deuce has the rebound, though, and he falls down close to it and works the ball right side, and then they throw the ball away. Dylan Stooksbury not happy with himself there as he turns the ball over.
Yeah, it's kind of an errant pass that time to the end of the Powell bench as Oak Ridge gets the ball coming the other direction.
I'm sure what Coach Barnes is arguing about there. He said something to the weakest of the three officials out on the floor as Oak Ridge works in. Ray spinning fadeaway jumper is good. And the Wildcats lead 41-34. 4 minutes, 35 seconds to play in the third quarter. Biggest lead of the game for the Wildcats, and Ray's having himself a fine ball game.
Yeah, he's now up to 13 points, David. He got his first 2 of the second half.
Raekwon scored 24 against Powell back in December. Wildcats also got double-digit scoring from Brendan Scott in that ball game. Of course, somebody else has got to step up for him. As the Panthers have the ball, they had an inside look inside of Rogers. If they wanted to go in, they're going to go to Walker. Walker goes in for the shot. He missed it. Shamar on the rebound. Shamar Green gives it off to Raekwon. 4 minutes to play third quarter. Garrett Giles from the corner. No good. Tracked down by the Panthers. Powell moving left to right if you're listening to us. With the basketball will come Nealon Duggar. We're also on our YouTube channel. Here's Deuce driving in. Kicking out to the corner. They call a double dribble against the 6'5 sophomore Deuce Rogers. And the Wildcats have it on their turnover. Noah Brewer now checks out of the game for the Panthers. Here's Oak Ridge down the floor. Their biggest lead at 7, 41-34. The Wildcats have already won the district championship. They are the number 1 seed at the tournament. Trying to finish off the Panthers here. Caden Brightheart to the hole. For that, a foul is going to be called on the floor on a block. I thought he might call an illegal screen, but it was just a regular block. It was a quick whistle. As the Wildcats will work the ball in, they substitute a new guy into the ball game as well. Who was that foul on, Mark?
It was on Deuce, and he picked up his trace.
Oak Ridge basketball. Here's Ray again driving. Inside for the shot. Good. Wildcats score, and it's 43-34. The Wildcats by 9. Nice play there by the Wildcats. Here come the Powell Panthers once again. The Wildcats have extended the defense just a bit. Nearly another steal. They drive the baseline. Here comes, I thought he was going to go with a reverse layup. Once again along the baseline. Another foul called against Caden Brightheart. And with 3:07 to play, Oak Ridge has a lead of 43-34. Powell basketball underneath the goal. Here comes Price Davis in the ballgame. Shamar's going to check out.
Caden picked up his first foul of the ballgame. First team foul for the Wildcats in the third quarter. Oh, Price Davis did a great job trying to get that ball, stop the inner pass as a nice block shot by Cooper Williams.
Wildcats can go up double digits right here. The Wildcats throw the ball off the body of one of the Panthers, but he's able to save it. Pulled down by Liam Howard. Here comes Howard down the floor, and Garrett almost picked his pocket. They work the ball right side to Nathan Russell. Russell drives in against Cooper, backs him down, wants to shoot over him. He stands there forever and scores. And he was bound and determined he was gonna score, and he did. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Ball intended for Cooper Williams, knocked out by Powell. 2:29 to play. We're in the third quarter. Oak Ridge on top, 43-36. It doesn't matter the records or what's happened during the season. These Oak Ridge Powell games are always close.
Yeah, they are. They're always a nice competition. Oh, nice inbound play by the Wildcats, but Garrett Giles a little too careful, or I guess too lackadaisical on the shot. He thought he was going to be uncontested, but it's blocked by number 13 for Powell. That's Caleb Walker.
Wildcat basketball, and away from the ball. The whistle blows, and Coach Green calls a timeout. 2:27 to play third quarter. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena. The Wildcats in the lead, 43-36. Now this word from Mike Kelly.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
Welcome back to the Wildcat Arena. 2:27 to play. District tournament begins. We're still looking for one more sponsor to broadcast a stream of ball game on the boys tournament. We've got sponsors for the girls side and sponsorship for the first boys game, but not the second. As Oak Ridge's Garrett Giles free to shoot a three. Wide open shot, no good. Rebounded by the Panthers' number 11, Dylan Stooksbury, 6-foot junior. And here come the Panthers down the floor. Stooksbury with the basketball. Works in front of the Powell bench. Price Davis staying on him tightly. And he has to give it off to Caleb Walker. He's been quiet here in the first 6 minutes of the second quarter, or second half, that is. 43-36 to score, 2:02 to play. Here comes a drive by number 23, Neelan Duggar. No place to go. Good defense, Oak Ridge once again. They're holding the ball, trying to find a little crease in this defense, trying to get in. Wildcats in the lead, 43-36. Caleb Walker, harassed, still shoots. And that's no good. You got to give a lot of credit. The Wildcats didn't really aggressively go for that one. If they drive in, he might have walked on that one. They're going to call a bucket and a foul against the Wildcats. He kind of hopped as he went in, and to the free throw line will go the Panthers. The Wildcats have allowed Powell back into the ball game.
Yeah, that foul is assessed against Garrett Giles, David. It picked up his team second of the third quarter. To the line for the Panthers will go Nathan Russell. He has, 9 points so far because he made that basket. And his first attempt from the free throw line, actually second attempt, is no good.
5-point game, 43-38 the score. Gonna work on your mic just a bit here. Little distortion in it as Oak Ridge goes in with Cooper Williams, and he's fouled. Cooper's going to go to the free throw line. He's 0 for 2 from the line tonight, but he is a good free throw shooter at 68%. And the big guy will head to the line for the Wildcats. Oak Ridge playing with Caden Brightheart. He'll be honored on Tuesday, as well as Price Davis, along with Brendan Scott, senior members of the Wildcat team. I don't want to forget anybody. Of course, Brandon Hayward, the other senior, as Cooper knocks down that shot. That's senior night. It's not on your schedule. The last game is typically the Fulton ball game, but because of snow, they've scheduled the Alcoa game, and that'll be senior night on Tuesday. Cooper's second toss, much better this time around, and the Wildcats are back up by 7.
Cooper now in double figures with 10 points, David. 4 of 6 from the free throw line.
And at 19 to play third period. Here come the Panthers. Caleb Walker, he wants to shoot a three. Wildcats now have switched with Ray guarding him a little bit as he holds the ball, gives the ball to the right corner. Number 11, Dylan Stooksbury, guarded by Garrett. He comes back to his left, comes back to his right, wants to attack in. Price cut him off there, and a great play by Price Davis, and Garrett Giles has the ball. Then it's ripped out of his hands, taken away by Powell. 52 seconds to play in the third quarter, 45-38. Got to continue to play hard here. Had an opportunity as they get a shot up, no good. They get the rebound. Jump ball should be called, or they're going to call a foul. They're going to call the jump. The alternate possession arrow, I think, to Powell. Panthers will get the basketball underneath the goal. 41.1 seconds to play. Wildcats trailed at the end of the first quarter, 21-20. Led 32-29 after one half, and they're up now by 7 with under a minute to play here in the third quarter, trying to hold on, get a stop here, and close out and get the ball first to start the fourth quarter. Stooksbury guarded by Shamar Green. Dribbles out. Chris Green said this to me on the TV show Wednesday, doing a much better job. Right there is a prime example of it. What he said was, Shamar's a post. But because when we play with this five bigs lineup, he's going to have to come out and guard some guards. And right there is a prime example. He stayed with him and drew that 5-second call.
Yeah, he did. Sorry, I was watching down the floor. Coach Green got a warning or something, and it didn't look like he was really doing anything. I think he was asking for an explanation of why he was getting a warning. So, and I don't think he was very happy with the explanation he got either.
14 seconds to play, third quarter. Oak Ridge trying to get the final shot off. They didn't do a good job the last quarter. Let's see if Ray can hit this three. He does! Three-point shot for Raekwon Watson. And got to play some defense. Here's a midcourt heave. Hits the rim, but no good. The Wildcats head to the fourth and final quarter with their biggest lead of the night. 48-38 the score. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena for the final period of this ball game in 60 seconds.
Washboard Wash and Fold Laundry Service in Oak Ridge is not your typical laundromat. Drop off your dirty laundry today and see for yourself. You'll have the freshest, cleanest hung and folded laundry around. You need delivery? We can do that for you. Washboard Wash and Fold is also a trusted partner for all your commercial laundry needs. Here at Washboard Wash and Fold Laundry, we are proud of being voted the best in Anderson County. Located at 113 Robertsville Road, just a stone throw from Oak Ridge High School. Hey, don't wait until you're down to your last clean item. Drop them off today.
It's football time in Tennessee. We all know what that means. Hometown football excitement is in the air. Our hometown football team, Oak Ridge Wildcats, is sponsored by 10 Bank. 10 Bank helps build our community so we can continue to win together. 10 Bank, member FDIC.
We are still looking for sponsors to potentially pay the TSSAA for our streaming rights. It's $250 per ball game. Each ball game we have to pay $250 to the TSSAA, who loves their money. We've got the girls tournament sponsored in the district. We've got one of the boys games sponsored, and if you're interested, you can give me a call at 865-310-7207, or you can contact me on Facebook or on my Twitter, and we'll talk about that. And we might need some sponsorship, hopefully, for the region. Here's Ray, another three. This one's no good. Cooper, a big board. They're going to say a double foul called here. Powell. That's the weak official coming over to tell us that I guess they were finding it out. And, you know, he's the one who makes the bizarre calls. You know, he and Mr. Porter are talking it over, and he's pretty adamant that whatever happened, happened. And because it's a double foul, the alternate possession arrow will give them the ball. Coach Green doesn't even want to give him the time of day. Glares at him, and he says, talk to the hand. That's what he told Coach Green. Mark, Wildcats by 10. Powell with the basketball. Here's a steal by Shamar Green. The ball doesn't lie. Here's the Wildcats working into Cooper. Cooper goes in, and there's a foul called on the floor. Cooper's going to go to the free throw line. The Wildcats of Oak Ridge on top by 10 is Garrett Giles about to come in. They're going to say it was on the floor, I guess. And it'll be Oak Ridge with the basketball. Underneath the goal, Caden Brighthart will work the ball in. Price comes out of the ball game. Let's see. Matt Queener allows Deuce to come back in. Wildcats playing with Garrett Giles. He's wide open in the left corner. Cooper Williams, Caden Brighthart, Shamar Green, and Ray. Here's the lob into Cooper. That's a dangerous pass. We're going to call a foul. That's the makeup call because there was some contact there, but I think Mr. Porter is trying to correct the error by the official on the baseline. As Oak Ridge will get the basketball underneath the goal. It'll be Ray to work the ball in. 7:34 to play in the ballgame. I'm sorry I don't know his name, as they Wildcats work it off the backside of the Powell Panthers, and Ray gets his own pass, and we'll set it up once again. 7:29 to play. I love when I know all their names. Here's Caden Brighthart for three. Good. Three-point shot for Caden Brighthart. And the Wildcats definitely have the biggest lead, 51-38 the score. The Wildcats starting to hit some shots with 7:13 to play. Brighthart scores once again. Ray goes down. They get a three off. It's an air ball. No good. Rebounded by Cooper Williams. 7:03 to play in the ball game. 51-38. There's Cooper with a three. It's on its way. It's good. Three-point shot. And the Wildcat lead now is 54-38. And now all of a sudden the shots are falling. The Wildcat defense has been pretty solid all night. And they've done a really good job, especially in the second half, limiting the three-point shooting of the Powell Panthers, which was absolutely fantastic, as Coach Barnes calls the timeout. Oak Ridge by 14 now, 54-40. Wildcat defense much better in the second half, limiting those three-point shots.
Yeah, I think, Coach Green was obviously very frustrated early on in the game where the defense was just giving up way too many open threes. And so they really tightened that up, and it's made a big difference. I mean, Oak Ridge only allowed 8 points in the second quarter and only 9 in the third quarter. So, Oak Ridge's defense has really stepped up after giving up 21 points in the first quarter. So, great adjustment by Coach Green as usual. And Oak Ridge has a 14-point lead because of it.
Appreciate Titus Fetters and John Ulrich for doing our camera work today. They're members of the Oak Ridge baseball team. They had to kind of rush over from Bobby Hopkins in the Oak Ridge baseball complex to get to the game. And they were on time, as was our public address announcer, Travis Free. He is the head coach. Their season begins, believe it or not, March the 7th. I believe the Lady Vols started their season today, softball team. So a little cool to be playing softball or baseball, but about another month before we start the Oak Ridge baseball season. That'll be on March the 7th. The Wildcats last year made it all the way to the region, to the semifinals of the region before losing to the two teams. They lost in the region. They had to win 2 ball games. They lost 2 to Hardin Valley and to Farragut. Those 2 teams played for the state championship, Mark. That's who we lost to last year. The state championship game, there's a charge called against Cooper, a little bit too kind of physical with his body. But the Oak Ridge baseball team under Coach Free is moving up. The program is in good hands right now. Back to basketball here. The Wildcats up by 14, 54-40, 6:16 to play. Still in the ball game with the Panthers because of the way they can shoot 3-point shots. Here comes Caleb Walker, fadeaway jumper. Good. Guy's a good player, Mark.
Yeah, he's got 13 points. Cooper Williams just picked up his 4th foul, David. So he's still in the game with just under 6 minutes remaining.
Here comes Ray to the hole. Goes in for the shot. No good. He draws the foul, and Raekwon Watson, junior point guard for the Wildcats, will go to the free throw line. Ray came in with 555 career points in his 2 years of playing basketball. He'll go to the free throw line. What has he done tonight?
He has 18 points, and this is his first attempt from the free throw line. Usually very consistent as it's up and good, so he now has 19, knocking on the door of 20.
Big night again for Ayanna Porter tonight. 6 3-pointers in the ball game, and continuing just shooting a torrid pace. Never seen anything like it. Missed free throw there, knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by Powell's number 11, Dylan Stooksbury. 55-42. Oak Ridge in the lead. The Wildcats have the basketball on the baseline, right near the Oak Ridge bench. Back to Caden it goes. Caden looks around the screen by Shamar and backs it up. Now gives it to Shamar in the paint. He'll turn, he'll spin, he'll shoot. It's up, and it's no good. Tipped by Caden, back up, good. Caden Brightheart gets credit for the bucket, and the Wildcat lead is back up to 15 here, 57-42.
Caden now in double figures with 11 points, David, as Powell comes the other way, takes a shot. Blocked by Shamar Green.
Wildcats with the basketball. Here comes Raekwon down the floor. Ray backs up outside the line. Got a screen from Cooper. Looked to Cooper. He had him early. Deuce was not really aware. Now they feed him, and they give it in to Shamar, who gets an easy bucket. It's up good. Good teamwork there by the 2 big post guys.
Yeah, that's first 2 of Shamar in the second half as the shot's up. No good by the Powell Panthers.
17-point lead now, 59-42. 4 minutes, 55 seconds to play. Garrett Giles with the basketball. Wildcats can work some time off if they choose. They're up by 17. Caden shoots one, misses, shoots a second one, and makes it. And the Wildcats have a 19-point lead at 61-42.
Yeah, just a great job right now. Momentum definitely in the Wildcats' favor as Powell comes the other way. Number 13 takes another shot. This time no good, rebounded by the Wildcats.
Man, I love to watch 2 big guys battle. I don't know if you've been kind of paying attention to Cooper and Deuce down there. That is a war. You know, they could very easily, the officials really kind of letting them play. 2 big guys just fighting. They're of similar size. Deuce has got more weight on Cooper, but well, just watch how they're fighting. I mean, it's a war in there as the Wildcats get a great feed. And Ray gets a shot off, no good. Missed it and got blocked away by the Panthers. Good play by them. They'll set for a 3. Clang off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Garrett Giles. 61-42 Oak Ridge. 4:10 to play in the ball game. Giles down the floor to Cooper Williams. The Wildcats will work a little time. Ray thought about going all the way in, could not. Tried to get it to Cooper. It goes instead into the Oak Ridge student section where Rashawn Knowles fields it and throws it back into play.
As you said, Rashawn, David, Rashawn signing with ETSU. So that's great for him.
Yeah, and Almani Rimbert along as the Wildcats working into Garrett. He'll turn, he'll spin. Garrett Giles scores for the Wildcats, and he draws the foul. Almani Rimbert also signing Elijah Bradley and DeJavis Dozier. We're going to miss that class. I mean, we're going to miss that. And I think Bryce Dorsey and Price Davis and Brandon Hayward all want to play at the next level too. So that class was something special. It's just kind of sad that it ended when it did to that Clinton team at Blankenship Field.
Yeah, it was. It was surprising.
Ball's knocked out of bounds after the missed free throw. Here comes Charlie. Charlie's been hot for the Wildcats. He's been lighting it up. Coach Green says his practices have been very, very strong, and that's why he's earned some playing time. A little slower getting into the ball game tonight. He's been coming in the first half recently, but they've got a 21-point lead, and I think the Wildcats are very comfortable for their 21st win of the year and yet another victory over Powell to sweep the season series. Powell's a good team, though, as the ball's knocked out of bounds. The Powell team, I think, will be dangerous. If you can shoot the ball in the postseason, and they play good defense, too, and they're well coached. Coach Barnes is a really good coach. If you can shoot the ball, and if you get hot against a team that it's not too familiar with you, especially in that region tournament, you might shock a few people. And this Powell team, they're 21-4. They're not going to shock. They're not going to shock a lot of people because they've had such a good season. But I think Powell is a dangerous team in the postseason, much like Carnes, as a holding foul is going to be called against Garrett Giles. I'm just looking forward to it to all start. I mean, we've got two good ones to go. Fulton on Saturday, Alcoa on Tuesday. What a murderer's row schedule to close out the season. But I can't wait to the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, just a strong finish for the Wildcats as Powell gets the ball in, losing his balance as he throws the ball off Garrett Giles. But as Coach Taylor told you want to play tough competition at the end because you want to be ready. You want to be peaking at the right time, which is tournament time.
3:22 to play in the ball game. Oak Ridge on top by 21 points over the Powell Panthers. The girls won 64-31. Wildcats watching this boy drive in, take a shot. Partially rejected by Cooper. Good defense. A little hook shot. This one goes in. And it's 63-44. Powell's still putting some pressure on. They're not going to win this ball game. Now Coach Barnes says just back up. Only 3 minutes to go. They're down 19 points. They can do it, but it's highly unlikely and improbable. Poor Ray right there. But he got it right back. And then gives it in to Garrett Giles, who goes in and is held as he makes. Ray a moment ago just never really could get a handle of the ball. Just kept trying. He lost it, then all of a sudden grabbed it back. And then a foul's called, and Garrett's going to go to the free throw line for the Wildcats. A 69% free throw shooter, and he'll go to the free throw line. What has he done tonight?
Jarrett from the line is 1 of 2. He has a total of 10 points. He missed his last free throw as he was trying to complete the three-point play, but he makes this one.
81 points in his career, most of which were at Greenback, 840. But he's also approaching 33s this year for Oak Ridge. He missed the second toss. Charlie's got the rebound. Charlie wanted to go back up, and they're going to call a travel against Charlie Taubenheim. And Coach Green doesn't agree with Matthew Charles. That's my camera guy. Matthew Queener as Cooper comes out. Garrett comes out. Looks like Oak Ridge is going to get Price back in the ball game. Charlie's still in. Wildcats also looks like Malik Howard in the ball game.
Brandon
Hayward. As the Panthers have the basketball, trailing by 20. 2.5 minutes to play. As a nice shot is on its way up, no good. Rebounded by the freshman, Malik, and then he's tied up. It is always good when you can sweep the Powell Panthers in a night of basketball, Mark Hayes.
Yeah, it is. Tonight was a little different because there weren't 3 games. There was no JV game tonight. What's better than going 2-0? It would be going 3-0.
Especially against what I consider to be a big rival in basketball. I mean, I don't think Clinton's a geographical rival, but we don't play him in our district anymore. I think on the boys' side of things, as recently as Malik's going to get a feed underneath, he's going to be tied up. Geographically, Clinton is our rival, but Powell, and here as of late, the last 2 years, the Carnes Beavers becoming a rival again in basketball. And Campbell County used to be Central at one time in football, but I think Powell and Carnes are our rivals in basketball.
Yeah, I can remember when Central was a rival in basketball.
Yeah.
The girls' record isn't very good, but I remember Central having some really good girls' teams.
Yeah, Tanika Smith, if you remember her, a fine player.
Yes.
Played at the University of Tennessee. Didn't play a whole lot at UT, but she was great. Price for three. No good. Poor Price. He hadn't scored in the last 2 or 3 ball games. That one just rimmed out for him. 95 seconds to play in the game. Oak Ridge by 18. Let's see if Charlie can block this shot. He disrupted it. Malik has the rebound. Then it's ripped out of his hands by Nathan Russell. Minute 25 to play. Here's a steal by the Wildcats. Price feeds Malik Howard for the dunk. No good. Rebound. Good by Price Davis. So he scores, and it's a 20-point lead once again.
Yeah, it's a Price with his first 2 points of the ball game, Dave, with 1:09 remaining in the ball game.
Another steal, and Price might have his second bucket if he can save it. He could not. He goes out of bounds on the far sideline. 1:03 to play. Here comes Justice West in the ball game. Gavin Johnson in the ball game. Brandon Hayward in the ball game. 1:03 to play in the game. 66-46. The Wildcats in the lead. The girls won 64-31. Powell's got some other guys in. They don't have a very deep bench. They have Caleb Hurd in the ball game, 6'1" senior, guarded by Gavin Johnson. They've got 22 Liam Howard in the ball game. Brian Kaharher, a 5'10" sophomore. I probably butchered that one pretty badly, as a foul's going to be called, I think, against Justice. Malik Howard's in for Oak Ridge. Charlie Taubenheim, 45.5 seconds, 66-46. Oak Ridge by 20. Will beat Powell for the second time. Powell 21-4 coming into this game. Only chance to finish second and get that bye was to beat Oak Ridge tonight, and that's just not going to happen. I think unless Campbell County pulls the upset of upsets over the Carnes Beavers, I think the number 1 seed will be Oak Ridge, which we know, and the number 2 seed, no surprise, the Carnes Beavers. At the line, first toss miss, second toss miss. Malik Howard tries to get the rebound, cannot. They go in for a shot, no good, and Charlie is going to commit a foul. I was hoping he might take a charge right there, try to swat it down, but it'll be Powell going to the free throw line. It'll be the 6'3" junior, Nathan Russell at the line. 41.9 seconds, Oak Ridge by 20, 66-46. We'll have stats, we'll have Coach Green at the end of our broadcast. Shot is good.
Nathan Russell now with 12 points in the ballgame, David. He's 2 of 3 from the free throw line as he guns for his 4th attempt.
Wildcats trailed after 1 quarter, but it's been all Oak Ridge since that time. We're up by 18 now, 66-48. Then they steal the inbounds. Not a good play there. Coach Green does not like any drop-off between his starters and the young guys. And as the Wildcats almost turned the ball over there, Brandon Hayward with the basketball, and they do call a foul. He does not like to have any drop-off at all. He doesn't like it at all. And sometimes I've seen him, even with this amount of time, 27 seconds, pull these guys out and put the starters back in. But not going to do it here as Malik goes to the free throw line. Good.
Malik now on the board for the Wildcats. Wildcats had quite a few players score tonight. I'd say around 7 of the players tonight have scored for the Wildcats.
17-point Wildcat lead here. 23 seconds to play. 67-50 the score. Once again, thank you, Mark Foster, for listening to all of our broadcasts. Enjoyed talking to you yesterday. This is all of them, Mark. All of them. 67-52 the score. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor with 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Justice West to the hole. Good as the ball game comes to a close. Justice scores his first two, and the Wildcats beat Powell by 17 points, 69-52. So a double sweep tonight for the Wildcats as the two teams shake hands. Mark, your thoughts on the boys' win, 69-52 over the Panthers?
Just a great win for the Wildcats, David. We've seen a lot of these games with Powell, and it's always a great competition. To watch. The environment is just electric whenever these two teams get together. I think there's a lot of respect for each other, but, each team wants to give the best they can to the other.
And the Wildcats win it by a final score of 69-52. The girls win 64-31. Let's take a break here. We're going to let Mark tabulate the final statistics. Coach Green will be joining us eventually. Wildcats win both of them. Take a break. We'll be back with a look at the stats or Coach Green following this timeout. They say that being a coach's wife is hard, but Laura Lynn Green, wife of Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green, and a local State Farm insurance agent, makes buying insurance easy for you. Auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, health, and much more. Laura Lynn Green's office is located at 136 Marquette Road in Oak Ridge. Give her a call today at 483-5666 or say hello to her courtside at any Oak Ridge High School basketball game. She might be a coach's wife, but she was a Wildcat fan first. For State Farm Insurance, call Laura Lynn Green in Oak Ridge.
Main Street Lofts, a premier rental community in the heart of historic Oak Ridge, Tennessee, offering 1, 2, and 3-bedroom newly built apartment homes. Enjoy the 24-hour modern fitness center, take a dip in our sparkling saltwater swimming pool, or cozy up on a chilly night at our fire pit by our grilling area. Your furry four-legged friends will surely love exercising in our pet park and getting pampered in our pet spa. Schedule a tour or view floor plans today at themainstreetlofts.com. Let's redefine your apartment living experience.
Need quality orthopedic care you can trust close to home? Count on KOC Oak Ridge. Our experts have been serving Wildcats and their families for more than 40 years. Whether you're a high school athlete or a weekend warrior, we've got you covered for sports injuries and beyond. At KOC Oak Ridge, we're committed to providing orthopedic excellence in this region. We strive to treat our patients with the respect and understanding they deserve. And we're a proud supporter of the Wildcats since 1979.
Washboard Wash and Fold Laundry Service is designed to assist customers providing a cost-effective means to having their clothes cleaned and processed. Our wash and fold attendants strive to meet the trust placed on them using a variety of fabric cleaning products of the customer's choice. Our customers have the choice of same-day wash, dry, and fold, or another date that fits their schedule. The Washboard Wash and Fold drop-off service is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're located at 113 Robertsville Road in Oak Ridge. After hours, the drop-off box is available for the customers who work late or need to be to work before 8 a.m. We offer our services to an array of the Oak Ridge community, working parents, persons working extended hours, and local businesses. We are proud of our service to ORHS and other local schools and associations. If time is not an issue, stop by and use the self-service laundry at Bob's Washboard Laundry at 113 Robertsville Road in Oak Ridge. Call our staff at 865-951-3237 for any questions you may have.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
ORUD Natural Gas is proud to offer our customers a product that saves money, provides consistent service, and is a clean energy source. You can save over $1,000 on your annual utility bills when you make the switch to natural gas for heating, cooking, and clothes drying. ORUD is your one-stop shop. We sell and install gas appliances for our customers and make it easy to add your bill with our 0% interest financing. Learn more about how much you can save at ORUD.org. 10 Bank helps build our community so we can continue to win together. 10 Bank, member FDIC.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
Now back to the Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge Wildcat football live stream on YouTube. Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena, where the Oak Ridge High School boys basketball team has just defeated the Powell Panthers to finish out their district schedule at 9-1, as the Wildcat head coach Aaron Green is beginning to make his way over towards me. I hesitate to go over to you, Mark, to read the stats because Coach Green's about to come up the steps. I will remind everybody that the Wildcats and Lady Wildcats will start district tournament play next week. They'll play Thursday and Friday, the girls at 6 o'clock, the boys at 6 o'clock on Friday. But Oak Ridge has 2 more regular season games to go. And that'll be coming up on Saturday. We have a rare Friday off. The Wildcats will play the Fulton Falcons here at the Wildcat Arena, 6:30 or 6 o'clock for the boys, girls game, and the boys game at 7:30. Then senior night will take place on Tuesday when the Wildcats entertain and the Lady Wildcats entertain the Tornadoes of Alcoa High School. That'll be on senior night. There are no seniors on the girls basketball team currently. The boys have about 4. I think Brandon Hayward, Price Davis, along with Brennan Scott and Caden Brightheart. Those are the 4 seniors. Joining me now is the head coach of the Wildcats, Coach Aaron Green. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thanks, David. I thought this is a good win. That's a good team. I mean, they've won 21 games for a reason. You know, they're solid. I don't know what it is about them when they play us, but they just, you know, and we had some mistakes there in the first half, but, you know, we talked about coming in the game, we can't allow them to, you know, beat us from 3. And first half, they pretty much were. They was on pace to make 10. And second half, we held them to 1-3. They made 1-3 the second half, which I thought was a difference. I thought maybe fatigue got a little bit into their legs. Hopefully, maybe that had an impact on it. But our guys responded. I knew Powell was probably going to play well. I didn't think it was going to be easy by any stretch. And our guys responded well. Played a little bit better offensively, too, the second half. But that's a good team we beat. And, we've got to we'll take it. I think it finishes up league play. But definitely a good win. A lot better second half than the first half for sure.
Yeah, you really didn't give Caleb Walker, who just, knocked down about everything when we were at Powell back in December. He just didn't really have many good looks at all in the second half. I thought Ray did a really good job kind of closing him down. Yeah,
we held him to. He didn't have a field goal in the second. I'm talking about Walker 13. He had 10 at half. He didn't have a field goal until about middle of the fourth quarter, and that was kind of when we was already up. He made 2 pretty tough shots. He made one down on the baseline with a pretty good contest, and made another pull up out there around the foul line. Those are the only buckets he made. So I thought that was a big part of it as well. But I mean, they got 3 guys that can really shoot it. And Walker is a really good player. He can hurt you a lot of different ways. A strong guard. So they're not easy to guard. They got good size. Big kids inside. 34 hurt us a little bit tonight. He didn't hurt us. He had 13. He was actually almost their leading scorer. He didn't do much at their place. And so I thought he played well too. But it was a good win. Well, like I said, that's a solid team we beat tonight. And I thought we had multiple guys play well, which is good.
Yeah, I thought Ray really. I mean, offensively, there was a stretch of the ball game where he was the only guy scoring, and he was looking to score. I thought Shamar did a really good job at times. And one thing you said to me yesterday on the television, how he's improved his game because when you play the three guard, the three big lineup here with Shamar Cooper and Garrett in the ball game, he has to guard some smaller guards.
Yeah.
He got a 5-second call on one right in front of the Powell bench, and I thought that's an example of what you said.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's made us a lot better. I don't think Shamar would have been able to do that earlier in the year. I can't say I'm surprised how well he's done guarding on the perimeter, but he's done really, really well. And I think he's athletic enough. He's long. So that helps us, so that because most of the teams we're playing, a lot of times they're playing 4 guards and sometimes 5 guards. So he's got to be able to, he's agile enough and is athletic enough where he can do that, and that's something that, he's taken a little bit more pride in and has done a good job at for sure.
I thought Cooper had a better second half than first half, and I thought same with Caden Brightheart. Caden kind of was unlucky, in the first half. A lot of his shots just kind of rimmed out, and he couldn't get him to go. But I remember one play in particular, he missed a lot of shots, and, he, like I've said many times, he's a guy that, works really hard at his game, cares a lot about it, puts a lot of pressure on himself. But I remember somewhere maybe in the late third or the early fourth quarter, we got an offensive rebound after a missed shot. He just backed up into the far corner over there and nailed a 3-point shot. So confidence, still there. There was a big play, I thought, by Caden.
Yeah, and I thought Ted talked to him at halftime. It just didn't seem like himself the first half. I mean, he missed. I think you just looking at the stat sheet, he was 1 for 5. He made a 3 early, and then missed. I was taking him to say, look, if you're up and knock it down, but look to take the ball to the basket a little bit more. Have that little bit of a mix. And then at halftime, I talked to him again. I was like, look, man, just relax, take a deep breath, have fun playing the game. You don't got many more games here in this arena. Let's just let it loose. So he's hard on himself, like we've talked about a lot. So he's a good kid, and he responded in the second half, and he can shoot it, man. He can. He's a really good shooter. He can drive the ball. I mean, he's a really good player for us. And again, I say this a lot too. I mean, you're not always going to play well every night, but there's certain things that you've got control over. He obviously plays hard all the time, and he's very unselfish, which is something obviously part of our core values of who we are. But I thought in the first half I was disappointed. It's a couple things, Dave. We talked about the threes, but they out-rebounded us in the first half. I thought for the most part they played harder and out-hustled us to several balls, and that was really the point of emphasis in the second half. Let's not allow that to happen this next half. We're going to be the harder playing team. We're going to run down those 50-50 balls. We're not going to get out-hustled, and I thought we did that in the second half.
You say it all the time, and I've seen it my whole time that even back in the days when I was back in high school, we're always going to get the best shot of the team we're playing. Traditionally, with success in really basically almost every sporting, events, these teams are going to give us their best shot every single night. And it's hard to get up every single night and play your best every single night against a team that's always playing their best against you. I think sometimes those slow starts are due to, that. But
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think we actually wore this team out later in the ballgame.
Yeah, and I like that. I mean, I embrace that. I think that's a compliment to our team and to our program that we're going to get everybody's best shot. I don't run from that. I think that's good. But should make you play a little bit more edge. And I think again, it really shouldn't matter if we're getting their best shot or not getting their best shot. I mean, we need to be getting after it and playing a certain way regardless. And but yeah, I mean, we've talked about that a lot. You're going to get their best shot, and so they know that. And teams are going to play. Teams are going to play well at times. If a good team's going to play well, and Powell played well the first half. We did some things, second half to be able to stretch the lead out, found a way to get a win. But we're going to be playing some good teams the next 2 or 3 weeks, starting Saturday. We've got to expect teams to play well and just focus on what we got to do to put ourselves in position to win games. And it starts with defending at a very high level, raising your level defensively and rebounding the ball at a very, very high level. And I think this simple enough offensively is just, find a way to get the best shot you can each time down on the offensive end. Those three things are very important, coming down the stretch here for us to have a chance to advance.
Saturday you play Fulton, and I know kind of a different kind of a team, but they're very athletic. They have about everybody back. They've got those twins back. They've got a Mr. Basketball finalist in one of them, and Coach Wright, he's going into the TSSAA Hall of Fame. He's he's a great coach. And traditionally, not only are they athletic and they score, have a good fluid offense, their defense is always really, really good. What do you know about this Fulton team we'll see Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, Jody and I are friends. We kind of bounce stuff off of each other after the game to kind of get a feel for what, he thinks of our team. And I don't think, things that teams may try to do to them. But, I think the thing that separates, they got really good players. So that's number one. Coach Wright's one of the best coaches, in the state. He's one of the best coaches, period. I mean, he does a really good job. This will be the best defensive team we've played by far. It's not even close. It'll be the best defensive team we've played. And I think, for us, we've got to be able to score the ball. I mean, because they're, I'll talk about defense and rebounding, but I think at their place last year we scored. You probably have it in front of you, but we scored 40 points or something like that. We didn't do a very good job of putting the ball in the basket, but we got to be able to put it in the hole and obviously play defense and rebound. But I think just it'll be the best defensive team we played. I got the Twins are really good. They can shoot it, drive it. The role players are shooting the ball well. And I know, thinking back to some of the teams we've played, Hamilton Heights, I mean, I would say this is probably the best team we've played all year. I personally think they're the best team in any classification in the state of Tennessee. So if you're listening and you want to come see two good basketball teams play on Saturday, it'd be a good great game to come to for sure.
And, traditionally this place fills up. I remember that one year, I guess T and the guys were playing and, it was heralded a matchup. He won by 50 in that, and then they went on to win the state championship. I think.
Is that not crazy? Of course, that was before the 4A classification, so we were 3A and they were 2A, and that night we played about as good as we could play. They played about as bad as they could play, that was kind of that was a fun night. I don't know. Like I said, we'll take it, but it won't be like that on Saturday, David. I can assure you that.
Coach, just your final comments on the win tonight over Powell. As Mark and I just said, it's always good to get a victory over our close neighbors in the Powell Panthers.
Yeah, good win. That ends the district play. And two guys we hadn't talked about. I thought Price Davis come in and gave us some really good minutes. He didn't score a ton, but he had a couple. He didn't have a turnover. He had 4 or 5 deflections. He had a double on the floor 2 or 3 times for loose balls. He defended well. I thought Garrett, Garrett had a couple baskets there in the third quarter that kind of stretched it out for us as well. But that's one thing about our group. We got a number of different guys that can help us. And we just got to continue to get better. And I think the only way you get better, it's playing good teams. We're going to see one on Saturday that's really, really good. And we got to take tomorrow and try to get ourselves ready to play, because this game wasn't, this Powell game was a makeup. So typically you have, Wednesday and Thursday to get ready. So, but we'll have one day prep and, look forward to competing against a really, really good team. I know our guys are, and I'm sure Fulton is as well.
Coach, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you on Saturday.
Hey, thanks, David.
Wildcats win 69-52. Lady Wildcats also won their ball game 64-31. So a double win today over the Powell Panthers. Mark's had a lot of time to finish those stats. Let's roll him back over here in front of that microphone, and why don't you run down the final scoring in the ballgame?
All right, thank you very much, David. The leading scorer for the Wildcats was Raekwon Watson. He had 19 tonight. He was 8 of 15 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 13 points added by Caden Brightheart. He finished the first half with 3, so he got 10 in the second half. He was 5 of 13 from the field. Cooper Williams, he had a slow start as well. He only had 4 points in the first half, but ended with 13. He was 4 of 7 from the field, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, also in double figures. Garrett Giles, he had 11, 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 8 points was added by Shamar Green, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 points for Justice West. He was 1 of 1 from the field. 2 points also by Price Davis. He was 1 of 3 from the field, and 1 point by Malik Howard. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So, as a team, the Wildcats were 26 of 56 from the field. They were 19 of 36 in twos, 7 of 20 in threes, and they were 10 of 16 from the free throw line. Powell Panthers, they were led in scoring by Caleb Walker. He had 14 points. Nathan Russell had 13 points. Dylan Stooksbury also had 14 points for the Panthers. 7 points for Nayland Duggar, 2 points for Liam Howard, and 2 points also for Noah Lakin. As a team, the Panthers were 20 of 42 from the field. They were 14 of 28 in twos, 6 of 14 in threes, and 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Wildcats trailed at the end of the first quarter, 21-20. The 21 points was the most that the Wildcats would give up in a single quarter. Wildcats outscored the Panthers 12-8 in the second quarter to take a 32-29 lead into halftime. In the third quarter, Oak Ridge opens up the lead, outscoring the Panthers 16-9 in the third quarter to take a 48-38 lead into the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, again, the Wildcats open up the lead even more, outscoring them 21-14, and that's how we get the Wildcats victorious tonight over the Powell Panthers, 69-52. So a good 17-point win for the boys. On the girls' side, Lady Wildcats, they were victorious as well. They over-doubled the Lady Panthers. They won by a score of 64-31, as David said. Leading scorer for Lady Wildcats was Ayanna Porter. She had 24. We had 3 individuals in double figures. Ayanna with 24, Jenna Johnson had 11, and Zayana Stewart had 10. Ulisa Mitchell had 9. 6 points for Janiyah Pippins. 2 points for Lindsay Cleveland and Shaquari Stewart. Lady Wildcats led the entire game. At the end of the first quarter, they led 17-6. Then they outscored the Lady Panthers 13-12 in the second quarter, take a 30-18 lead into halftime in the third quarter. Lady Wildcats again outscored the Lady Panthers, this time 21-8, to take a 51-26 lead into the fourth quarter, where in the fourth quarter, Lady Wildcats increased their lead, outscoring the Lady Panthers rather 13-5 to get a 64-31 lead. David?
Mark, I appreciate your good work today. John and Titus as well. Our next broadcast of Oak Ridge High School basketball will be coming up on Saturday as the Wildcats take on the Fulton Falcons. It'll be a 6 o'clock tip-off for the girls. The boys' game will be at 7:30. Then Tuesday, the Wildcats close out their regular season on senior night against the Alcoa Tornadoes. Wildcats win the boys' game 69-52. Lady Wildcats win it 64-31. For Mark Case, Titus Fetters, along with John Ulrich, this is David Clary. Until Saturday night, saying so